And now let's take a look at one of boxing's crazy moments, Trevor Berbick and Larry Holmes in their famous run-in, and here's the footage for you right here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour.
I don't back down from nothing I say.
You wouldn't give him a shot?
No, what for? For what?
Right here?
Huh?
Canadian?
Is he Canadian or is he Jamaican?
Why don't you put his in the hat?
I asked you a question.
Why don't
Okay, I want to say thank you very much. LBA, Paul, take the mic.
She ain't nothing but a call girl, sorry. She done messed up my life by getting my wife and messed up to do all this thing wrong. And you want a street fight? I break all the ribs in his body. If you want a street fight with me. That's what dirty, no good moral sucker he is. Money don't make a champion or make a person. Okay? He done used his sweetheart to mess up my whole married life, turn her into something she never was. That's why he don't like me. Okay? Ever since I fought him, it's been like that. And you can tell him that, because I got proof. His sweetheart ain't nothing but a call girl. Jenny from Jackson. Everybody saw him kick me. You ain't got no business messing with nobody's wife. Hey. You ain't got no business messing with nobody's wife. Kick me. Punch me right there in front of everybody. Allow him to kick me and punch me. Come on.
He possessed somewhat punching ability. Now you saw Berbick taunting Larry Holmes, and you could hear Berbick talking to him. And I think maybe he got to Larry Holmes a little bit there. And there is a right hand that staggers Trevor Berbick downstairs. And there's a combination that scores against the champion. Right to the head scores. And there's a right hand. And a combination of 3 or 4 punches. What the freak did get? What the freak? There's a right hand right to the chin of Larry Holmes, but Holmes responds right back. Down to the kidneys that time. That momentarily brought the champion's arms down. And now a right hand to the face of Berbick by Holmes. As we reach the end of round 7. And the crowd comes to its feet. Most boxing observers seem to feel is his best weapon. Right hand. There's another good left hand by Larry Holmes. And a right hand. That punch might have hurt. Right hand to the kidneys. And he's been scoring pretty consistently with that right hand to the body. Again, a right hand to the body by Trevor Berbick. There's a good flicking jab that snaps the head. So to deflect. And there's a right hand lead that again stacks. And another right hand. The audience, you see it, they know that's a true statement. Right now, scoring with that jab almost at will, and there's a right hand once again to the cheek of Trevor Berbick by the champion. And another right hand slaps the head back, but Berbick taunts him once more. And a combination, a left to the cheek and a right to the right cheek. Berbick tries to fight back, chases Holmes out of there, no damage. Gain leverage. Combination that time sends Berbick reeling backwards. And again a right hand as Berbick gets it close, another with almost every punch. A left hand to the top of the head by Holmes, and a right hand to the body. Holmes spins him around, sticks out a couple of jabs, comes back with a combination, and there's a right hand that buckles the legs of Berbick as we reach the end of the 13th round. Looping. As we near the end of the 14th round. And a good left hand by Berbick that time. And a left hand that gets Berbick off balance for a moment. A right uppercut scores on the chin of the champion as Trevor Berbick continues to pound away.
Larry Holmes is truly a champion. Here he's fighting like a champion.
And a right hand by Berbick scores on the champion's chin. 45 seconds remain in the fight.
15 straight wins, and he has earned the name of Terrible Tim Witherspoon. Here he is, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes.
The reach difference could be a factor, 4 inches. Fist size, well, Holmes is a big man.
And Tim is not being intimidated by
Look at him block
Larry
those
Holmes.
left jabs. Beautifully done, and the defense is important, especially from the jab.
Well, he's a well-taught young man. I talked to Suleiman, and stay in the 8 count. If the guy's against the ropes, they take him away from the ropes to do the count.
Larry's going for it all. Abscessed wisdom tooth. It was Snipes that he beat. All right.
Larry's trying to suck him in for a right-hand counter. He's waving that left hand in front of his face. But he's definitely looking to hit him with a right hand.
Going to the body now is Witherspoon. Final bout on this unique boxing doubleheader in Las Vegas.
He's going to get countered with a right uppercut.
Larry in a lackluster performance against Lucien Rodriguez in a coming home championship bout. Looks much better tonight. Larry moving forward a little bit more now. Trying with the combination, and again. The bell in 5. Good right hand. Not quite flush.
Uses that right hand to the side.
Cut on the ear. That right hand thrown by the champion. Ooh, a body punch dug into the side.
Larry's trying to hit him a right hand counter.
But then is it what you thought it would be?
Yes, I thought this fight going to be a dangerous
You
fight.
told me it was going to go 12. Again to the left side of Holmes' body. Successive stiff jabs. Can't get lax. He walked right into that right hand. Partial uppercut. But comes right back. Smothering Holmes. Let's go to Larry Holmes' corner. Under the bright lights before thousands of boxing fans. Measured it with the left. Witherspoon just keeps crossing that right hand above his face.
He's going to have to find out. He's going to have to slip away from that right hand of Larry. He's got to go to the right of Larry and away from that right hand counter.
They're staying with it in range at all times. Both of them. And again, Angelo, as you said, he walked right into that right.
Yes, he's got to move over to the right side so he would get countered. But Larry's a great right-hand counterpuncher.
Step on his shoes. Oh, what pretty combinations.
Yeah, that was a 4-punch combination. The last right hand got in.
Holmes didn't like that shot to the belly. Comes back with a good right hand.
I don't know why he's looking at the corner. That's a no-no because you can get nailed a shot when you look at your corner.
Partially blocked all those shots.
Larry's concerned about this youngster's style, though. He's having problems with it, and he's taking 4-punch combinations to land. Well, he's doing what he has to do. He's taking it to the champion, and he's trying to nail him with some punches. And he's fighting the right kind of a fight, because when you're fighting for a title, you got to give it. That offsets him.
Yes. He'd probably like to corner it, like here. All right, the end of round 5. They've used a lot of it. Witherspoon on the attack. Training coming into this bout by Jim Robinson. Ooh, he tried
great right hand. He missed a great right hand.
As you always point out, Angelo, that's the punch that sets up everything else. And again, digging that right to the body.
Training, take a day off now and then, because you can definitely leave it. You got to save it for the fight.
Holmes trying to drop that right hand with the jabs, trying to put together combinations, but in most cases always not within range. Round 6 we're looking at right now. Another right to the body by Witherspoon.
Larry's giving him a dose of his own medicine. He's let the right hand go to the body.
Another shot to the ear.
He knows how Witherspoon out jabs Larry once in a while, so you get in a position.
Again to the body in this manly art of self-defense. Witherspoon, who's putting on a good show against the champion. Only 15 fights, but won them all. He had 7 amateur bouts. He won 6 and lost 1.
Throwing great punches. He's really doing some things in there that Larry hasn't seen in a long time. He is fighting right now for survival, just because this kid is giving him everything.
Larry catching punches that he normally would not, and missing with combinations that he normally lands. This is unbelievable. Champion Larry Holmes, undefeated in 42 fights. His hands full here in the 7th round with about a minute to go. Witherspoon taking everything that the champion comes back with, including that right hand.
Witherspoon could have got very well arm weary, but he's looking for one shot now, which is a mistake.
Bring it to me, says Witherspoon. What a battle here. 30 seconds to go in the 7th round. What a night. The Crown Affair in Las Vegas. Slowing the pace down just a little bit here in the final 30 seconds of round 8. There have been no knockdowns, only abrasion in the left corner of Witherspoon's eye.
There goes the southpaw stance. You catch it, Chris? Very smooth. He's switching southpaw. Larry hasn't fought that many southpaws.
Obviously, Witherspoon showing us he can take a punch. This will be a strategy so well planned by both corners that you almost forget to score the fight. Now he's got Holmes moving.
Larry got himself got a bath in the corner again. Larry got hurt with that right hand.
Yes, he did.
On the side of the head. Larry's hurt.
Keep a look. We'll keep.
Larry's hurt.
Yes, he is.
He's hurt.
He's hurt now. We're in the 9th round. The underdog, Witherspoon. But in the past, when he's been hurt, he's blinking his eyes now. Look at him.
Definitely a hurt fighter.
He is hurt.
Witherspoon has definitely got the guy. All he got to do is take his time. He got Larry Holmes hurt in bad shape.
And we still have a couple of minutes to go here in the 9th round.
Yeah, all Witherspoon's got to do is be Witherspoon.
Good body shot that made him wince.
Yes. Those body shots are taking their toll, Chris.
A left hook that caught Holmes, unguarded. Coming back with a short right hand. That must have hurt Witherspoon, too, because he covered up. But, oh, no,
great right hand.
Another one. Holmes in trouble.
Great right hand. Larry Holmes is hurt. He's out of it.
Yes, he is.
Out of it.
All he's got to do.
He's out of it.
Larry Holmes. We have a minute and 30 to go.
Larry Holmes is out of it.
One more. He's going to go down.
He's out of it.
But the heart of a champion trying to fight back. to go.
Chris, you said it so well. The mark of a champion. And believe me, there's nothing there. There's nothing there.
He's got a big mouse under his right arm. Holmes fighting with the courage of a winner of 42 straight. Look at this bombing now by a hurt champion.
This is survival of the fittest in the purest kind.
35 seconds counted. Will Holmes get off the hook? You cannot be saved by the bell, except in the last round. But look at that condition. Overcoming. Oh.
Great. I don't know. It's youth that's going to decide this, and Larry's naturally the older guy. But he's really hurt Tim Witherspoon in the corner.
Punch for punch.
Great.
Have you seen anything better?
Great fight.
By the champion.
Larry Holmes did something and come out bouncing.
He's starting to do a little lateral movement. But he still gets caught. 10.
Tremendous excitement.
Two of the best punches that Holmes has thrown in a while. To the 1 minute mark of this round with 2 then to go. And now it's Witherspoon flicking that jab.
Woo! What a move!
Oh.
What a move he just did!
Look at this southpaw.
Southpaw, yeah.
Don't get too cocky.
No. But he's got the movement.
And that movement is causing the champion to miss. That and perhaps fatigue.
Right.
They have to be tired, Angelo.
Great fight. Well, I guess everybody has said that Witherspoon didn't belong here. I think they're wondering why. Why is he in there? He's in there because he's a good fighter.
Those punches on the forehead. Again on the ear. And a left hook to the ear of Holmes.
Great left hook. That's what he is, the converted southpaw. See it? Right there. Bang.
Scoring again.
He's utilizing that left hook real well.
Chuck Hassett, Herb Santos, and Chuck Minker are the 3 judges scoring this bout.
Hurt him with a right hook. Larry's having trouble holding his mouthpiece.
There was a good right hand.
Oh, yeah.
2 good rights by Larry Holmes.
There you go. I'll tell you, he's going southpaw jab, box, right hand, box, everything.
2 minutes to go in this fight. Listen to this crowd.
He really did a heck of a move.
Come on, he says. Come on, he says to Holmes. Taunting the champion, and he does.
I think Witherspoon has won this fight in my mind, but I'm not a judge. I keep saying it all the time.
I would have to agree.
Oh, great left hook. Great left hook. Another great left hook.
Now the closing 30 seconds. Surprisingly, a back of the hand almost from Witherspoon to Larry Holmes.
Larry's really out of it. He couldn't get his punches together while they were laying, and Larry does a number on you when you're close.
It's about over. 12-round distance. Tim Witherspoon elated. Reaction.
We have a split decision. Chuck Hassett of California sees it 118. Larry Holmes to 111. Tim Witherspoon. Hassett voting for Larry Holmes. Herb Santos sees it 115 to 114 in favor of Tim Witherspoon. The deciding ballot cast by Chuck Minker, 115 Holmes, 113 Tim Witherspoon. Winner and still the heavyweight champion, Larry Holmes.
Listen to this reaction from the huge crowd. A split decision, retaining his title.
Bruno, 29, and only 1 loss, of course, to Gaines at Bone Crusher Smith, and he stopped the 27 inside the distance. The champion Witherspoon then 26 fights, he's won 24, inside the distance 16, and his losses to Larry Holmes and Pinklon Thomas, and they were both split decisions. And that's twice he's unloaded the right hand, no effect yet. Fighting away well inside there, Bruno. That never used to be his game. Too lightly, we're now going to find out, because this is sharp stuff from Bruno. That quick win over Jetty could see marvellous confidence. But he's having to take some raps around the head nonetheless. It's not all going his way. And Bruno has got to keep jabbing him off. Otherwise, Witherspoon. Oh, he took the left hook. Now, I tell you, as close as we are to the ringside gym right now, there's some hefty stuff. Had a breathing problem for some time, I'm told. Oh, he's opened up again here, Bruno.
Burning out with nerves, but he doesn't seem overly nervous tonight. Quite the opposite, he seems very confident. This is good work.
He's a strong man, but Bruno uses it, looks good more to his advantage, I would think, his physique. There's no use him, Witherspoon, waving him on. He's already there.
And he's going to have to be in shape to stay with Bruno.
It looks as though he's not going to exert himself too much, Bruno. Putting on weight like that.
In the fifth round, and I think Witherspoon was quite pleased. Him was up in Birmingham and he looked terrible that night. It was an on-title fight, obviously. He looked terrible, but he's not looking too good tonight either.
Well, he took a few cuts around the head there, Bruno. He could have done without. In the seventh. Oh, he just caught the side of the jaw.
Concentrated, but those were good punches.
They're trying to take the heart out of Witherspoon in the last half minute, having soaked up those punches well. But those days he ran out of gas, but does he train now? Is it showing now? Oh, Witherspoon stays. I assume Bruno does, but he's got to prove it. Now he's sticking to him like a barnacle. Witherspoon tried to change the southpaw there, then changed his mind. Oh, I think they could see that. Oh, that right hand really right above the collar. Half a minute to go. For big men, this has been a really heavy pace, this. So countdown for the end of this round.
To grips with it the last couple of rounds.
And I tell you, it's rough in there. What a good fight. Bruno's standing and trading. Oh, both landed their best shots together there. And it's Bruno who was hurt. Oh, on the top of the head, the left hook. He's starting to go to pieces in the corner. And he's breaking up a bit now. And he's hitting him on. He's down. He's got to get him up. And the towel has come in from Terry Lawless's corner in the 11th round, towards the end of the 11th round.
Yeah, well, the right hand started the troubles. It was a wide right hand. There's a left hook follow up. Now Bruno's in bad trouble here. This is where a little bit of experience was needed. Bruno either needed to take a count or to grab a hold of Witherspoon, but he didn't have the experience to do that.
I mean, he got off to a good start, Bruno. Were you concerned about that?
I can come back. I'm a great champion. I'm never going to quit. I'm a Capricorn like Ali, Frazier, all the great fighters, and I'm not going to quit.
Into the post, Padilla. Spinks says, I'm not doing anything. Combination by Spinks. Right hand lead.
In right hand. But I can't believe Michael. Larry punches have not been sharp at all.
Two right.
He can't seem to get any punches through.
And there's a good uppercut by Spinks. Oh, a good combination of left hand. There's a right. And there's a good left by Michael Spinks.
Look at him. Larry Holmes.
There was a good left hand. Three-punch balance, but somehow they find their mark.
His pace.
Every round.
His weight.
Every round. Between rounds. It just seems like agony in Michael Spinks' corner. But
too bad.
Chopping right by Spinks.
Spinks is better inside. It amazes me he's able to get him off. He's scoring, Barry.
He's answered that question, no question about it. There's a right hand by Spinks. Another good right hand by Holmes, but Spinks is right there. It's just about out of time. This one is over. Listen to the crowd. I really don't want that to happen. That was a good left hand. Right hand by Spinks. Good right hand by Spinks.
What he does best from Michael. That's what makes Michael such an exceptional fighter. Good jab by Michael. Good darting jab.
Left hook by Spinks and another.
Starting to deliver more shots. Good body shot by Michael. I think you see a different Larry Holmes quite naturally. A more aggressive Larry.
Left hand was a good one. Now the right, and a combination of punches by Spinks.
Good left hook.
Left hook. Good right hand by Spinks. And Spinks comes up. Good right hand and a combination. A lot of punches being thrown and a lot of punches connecting by both men. And another right hand and a left behind it, and now Spinks opens up.
But he can't just stand there. You see what's happening. The right hand hurt.
Good right hand right there.
This is when Larry gets his man out of there.
And Spinks is all but out. Leon.
And see, that's what's going through Larry Holmes' mind right now.
And Spinks just trying to do all he can.
The punches that he's throwing.
Uppercut was a good shot by Spinks. Spinks just letting it all go. 10 seconds, there'll be no knockout in this fight.
Just look at Larry go to work.
It's over.
Both of you, now listen. If you get in close and I tell you to break, you stop punching and step back clean. Any question from the challenger or chief second? Any question from the champion or chief second? All right, let's get it on. Come on.
All right, and with the words of Mills Lane, we're ready. I don't know about you folks, but here at the Hilton Hotel, there is electricity in the crowd. I've got goosebumps. On the line, the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Trevor Berbick will try to stop Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson has trained his whole life for this. Look at him, Tyson to the right of your screen. Berbick in the corner to your left. We're just about ready for round one, and let's watch how quick Tyson will jump on Trevor Berbick. His whole life has been for this night, but Trevor wants to prove that he's one of the great champions. Let's see how long his reign lasts. Mike Tyson kind of feeling him out here, but he goes with that right-hand lead right away. You get the idea now that Berbick is showing a little false bravado here. Standing toe-to-toe is not the way. If he doesn't pump that jab in the face, Tyson will come right through him. Tyson with the left, bounces it off the forehead of Trevor. Trevor tries to work Tyson will have no part of it. Notice the movements ahead of Mike Tyson as he takes a light left jab. Tyson will be able to get underneath it. Oh, wow! With a right, another left hook that just raises. Trevor, with this bravado, could get in some big trouble in a hurry. He's taking big chances with Tyson, not feeling him out at all. This early going in round one, a lot better than we thought it might be. Trevor came to fight. But this is exactly what Tyson likes. Notice that Berbick is standing directly in front of him. That is, a left hook that really got him. That is disaster for all of the opponents of Mike Tyson. He's standing flat-footed right in front of him, and he's going to get clipped. Believe me, folks, he's going down. You can't fight Tyson this way. It's great that he has the courage, but this is a poor fight plan. Oh, the right hand gets him behind the left ear. Berbick tries to push him off. Not the way to keep him up. Notice the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left and right. He knows that he can score now. Mike Tyson to the right of your screen, shorter, heavier, younger, and bolder than Trevor Berbick. Berbick has felt the wrath of the right and the left hands of Mike Tyson, and we're just in round one. Tyson clips him with a light left that time. You get the idea that Mike, as soon as, right hand, but the left hook right there. Notice Tyson throws him in twos and threes. Trevor is getting lazy with the left hand. Notice the left hand is not pumping like it was against Pinklon Thomas when he won the title. That's a fear factor. He's away from his bravado in the early going of this round. Tyson having a good first round. Wow, with the uppercut, misses the left hook. Tyson is in total command in his head. He knows he can beat this guy right now. Notice Trevor not doing anything right now. He doesn't want to be in here with Tyson. He needs to use his 7 inches in reach, and you can't use it when you're head-to-head like this. Now the left should be pumping. Instead, Tyson will walk right through it. See this? Tyson walking right through. He's wild with the left hook as Berbick, and Tyson clips him with the left hand. Look at this. Combination. And Berbick ready to go, but he stays on his feet. Another right hand clips him. He can't take shots like this very long. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Again, he's blocked. Catches him with a left hook. Trevor's ready to go again. Tyson knows that he can score at will now. Berbick doing nothing like he did against Pinklon Thomas. Fighting in the wrong position. Not using the jab of the bell ends. Round one. A good round one for Mike Tyson. Well, at least Berbick didn't go down in the first round, but he's been staggered. Let's listen into the corner. Notice the replay where Tyson is getting through with the right hand, the left hook. He throws punches in bunches, and I learned that line from Angelo Dundee, who happens to be working with Trevor Berbick, but it's not Berbick who's throwing the bunches of punches. You see him staggered, you see the legs ready to go. Make no mistake, Tyson is in command. This may not go very long because he's got tremendous confidence now. Tyson already on his stool, here's Trevor Berbick. This is round two, the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Trevor Berbick and Mike Tyson. Tyson goes to work right away, and he gets Trevor in trouble, and he's down. He'll have to take the standing 8 count as he steps right up the counts to 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and he says he's okay. Mills Lane lets them continue. Here comes Tyson again. He knows he can hurt him anytime. Left hook, right hand. Again, Trevor hanging on, but this is a defensive mode now. Trevor not trying to do anything offensively. Tyson has him under control. Left hook right, watch for the uppercut. There it is. Didn't land, but he has the idea. Wow, with the right hand is Mike. Mike throwing caution to the wind. He's in total command in this fight right now. We're only in round two, and the heavyweight champ already reeling is Trevor Berbick. You know, Mike Tyson gets fined $5,000 for wearing black trunks. He is the challenger here tonight, believe it or not. He looks like the champion right now, and it may not be too long before he wears that belt. Wild on the break, and Mills Lane warns Trevor about it. Trevor trying to do all he can, but what he's not doing is holding off Mike with the left. And you see the light left hook by Mike in the right hand. Mike knows he can hurt him. He had him down once in this round, wants to drop him again in a hurry. Usually what Tyson does is take that little dip, come with the uppercut, and really bang to the body. underneath the heart, or crush the right side of the rib cage. Instead, he goes to the body downstairs, catches him with the right hand upstairs. Two good rights in there. Caught a bit of a camera switch there, and another right hand landed. See Mike just pouring. He's trying to line up that right hand, and he'll be right behind it with a left hook. Mike doesn't throw just one punch. When he gets a guy in real trouble, he usually knows how to finish. Look at these shots. All landing to the head of Trevor Berbick. It's just a matter of time before Mike gets the clean shot. Berbick hanging on like Mitch Green did. Bone crusher Smith. Straight jab by Mike Tyson. 20 years old Mike Tyson on his way to becoming one of the youngest heavyweight champions of all time. Bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with a right left hook, and he goes down. He goes down. He should be able to get up from this. His legs may be shut. They are. As Trevor Berbick falls back in the rope, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. He's got the heart, but his body won't let him do what his mind wants to. And he's counted out. It'll be scored as a knockout. Mills Lane counted him out to 10. It's all over. We've got a brand new heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson. Well, Trevor Berbick was brave and he only got into round one. And from about the midway point round one, he couldn't do anything. There's Jimmy Jacobs in there. Bill Caton also works with him. A very happy Don King. Kevin Rooney congratulates his champion. Jose Torres there in the ring with Mike as well. Former light heavyweight champion of the world. Trevor is disappointed, can't believe what's happened. And it's jubilation for the corner of this guy, Mike Tyson. Let's watch the finishing blow. Crushing right hand. Wow with a left hook. Then a right hand right in the temple bone. And he's in trouble here. He reels backwards. That's the very first knockdown of the fight. And he's able to get back up. And you saw the punches that landed. He misses that uppercut. But notice it's all Tyson. Berbick doing nothing offensively. And he crashes down. Mills Lane sends him to the corner. And look at the courage. Again, his mind and heart want to get up. But his body won't allow him to. His legs are rubberized. Look at it. Mills Lane continues the count. And it'll be scored as a knockout for Mike Tyson. And that's it. He's not ready. And Mills Lane says, no, you're not back to your feet. It's all over. And we've got a brand new WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And he's a youngster named Mike Tyson, who can reign for a long, long time.
And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks with the white trim. He tipped in at 228.5 pounds. This gentleman has 18 wins, 5 losses with 13 knockouts. He is a native of Magnolia, North Carolina, but fighting out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. He is ranked number 9 by the World Boxing Association. Ladies and gentlemen, here is James Bone Crusher Smith. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the black lettering. He weighed in at 233.5 pounds. This young man has 25 wins, only 2 losses with 17 knockouts. From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, here is the World Boxing Association heavyweight champion, Terrible Tim Witherspoon.
So we're underway then, and the final words from the New York referee Louis Varela, who will not score.
Robbie punch. Any knockdown, go to the perimeter corner instead there until I tell you to come out. The 3 knockdown rule is on. Shake hand when the bell sound, come a fight, and good luck.
So the final prayer there from champion Witherspoon. And what a strong man this is, Bone Crusher Smith. Short on finesse, but a powerful puncher as we come out for the opening round then. And bingo, Bone Crusher Smith going to take his chance. Remember, this is a return fight. Witherspoon had to go 12 rounds to defeat this fellow for the North American boxing title 18 months ago. Bone Crusher stopped Mike Weaver in 1 round. Is he going to try and do it again? He's hurt Witherspoon in the opening round now. And Witherspoon has never been on the deck as a pro and only once as an amateur. Oh, and he caught Bone Crusher coming in there. He paid for that one. What an explosive start. Well, for a fight that was never going to happen, in the first few seconds we've seen enough, Jim.
Well, Bone Crusher has nothing to lose, everything to gain, and that's the way he's looked at it, as you can see here. He's hoping for a quick knockout. Oh, yep. Witherspoon's legs have gone there. That was a good shot from Bone Crusher. Caught him bang on the chin. Witherspoon's in a bit of trouble here.
One of the great turnarounds of all time this is going to be. The substitute who looks like spoiling the script. The man who can see at least $1 million coming his way and not afraid of fighting Mike Tyson. And it looks as though Witherspoon's approach to this fight's all wrong. First time a count as a pro, he's going to get the mandatory 8 count. Minute 39 to go in the opening round. And I tell you, can Witherspoon survive the round, let alone the fight? Second time down, if he goes down 3 times in this round, he's automatically stopped under WBA regulations. The full 8 count. This man throwing away a fortune, hanging out the chin against at least one of the most powerful men in the game, if not one of the most skillful, but it doesn't seem to matter in the heavyweight division. And he's still got time, over a minute to go in the round. It's a wonder Witherspoon can cope, not having been on the floor before this. And now it's all over with 49 seconds to go in the opening round. 3 knockdowns automatically. And that has got to be one of the most sensational turnabouts. The man who literally came from nowhere and stopped the champion and, in fact, murdered him, Jim.
Well, we thought Tyson caused an upset last month with Berbick, but nothing like this one. Nobody gave Bone Crusher Smith a chance, but he came out, it was the biggest chance of his life, and he knew it. He acted like he wanted the title. I don't know what was in Witherspoon's mind, but he didn't seem up for the fight. Maybe thought it was going to be as easy a bout as they had last time. But Bone Crusher Smith had different ideas. He never left Witherspoon alone in the 3 knockdowns. I don't really think Witherspoon was in serious trouble. His eyes look nice and clear, but he's been on the floor 3 times, and the rules say he's lost his title.
So let's have a look at this in replay now. I'm not sure whether this was the first knockdown. I assume it was, yes. The right hand comes in from Bone Crusher, and he's on the way down there, and he pulls away Bone Crusher. He doesn't follow it up immediately. 16 stone 4.5, remember, Bone Crusher, looking from a different angle, Jim.
Well, Bone Crusher kept Witherspoon under pressure all the way through, never gave him a chance to get any power into his punches. Over he goes there.
And really lucky not to go right out of the ring there, Tim Witherspoon. The ropes weren't joined together, so he didn't have much chance. This man now has really had 3 on the turn. The man who you'll recall knocked out Frank Bruno in the last round, the 10th.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the 3 knockdown rule in effect, referee Luis Rivera stops this bout at 2 minutes and 12 seconds of the first round. And the winner and the brand new World Boxing Association heavyweight champion, James Bone Crusher Smith.
So the man quite rightly milking every bit of applause he can from the Mecca at Madison Square Garden. And you really got to hand it to him. He came out there to take chances, and Witherspoon just was not prepared. Only half a pound lighter Witherspoon than when he fought Bruno, but Jim Watt and I really thought he looked slimmer. We were deceived by the weight.
Exactly what happened there. I mean, I know you hit the other guy, but do you think he just wasn't prepared for you to come out firing like that?
I don't think Tim Witherspoon was ready. He fought me a year and a half ago, and he dominated the fight. He hit with some hard shots, but he still couldn't knock me off my feet, and he won a unanimous decision. But I wanted to pay him back. I knew he wasn't concentrating on the fight, and I want to use all that to my advantage.
Can you believe it yet that you're champion of the world, Bone Crusher? What about the Mike Tyson fight now coming up, the real money?
We're going to fight Mike Tyson in March, I think, and it's going to be a good fight. But he really hadn't been hit yet. He hadn't been tested. So we can't compare Mike Tyson with a guy like Tim Witherspoon. Tim Witherspoon was a great champion. I hit him with some hard shots, and I've been in with a lot of good fighters.
Yeah, I know.
And I've hurt some, and I knocked a lot of them out. And I'm ready for Mike Tyson.
Well, you did it to our man in England, Frank Bruno. Now you've done it to Witherspoon. Who knows? You might do it with Mike Tyson, the way things are going.
I think so. I'm on a roll right now, and I feel real good.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Explosive action then, and the winner, the surprise winner, James Bone Crusher Smith, now lines up against Mike Tyson. Mike, first of all, your verdict on what happened here tonight.
I thought it was a splendid fight, and James Bone Crusher Smith showed a dramatic display of physical power, and I think it was marvelous on his behalf.
Are you surprised as the rest of us?
I'm not surprised. I know when two fighters are in it, anything can happen.
Now, I don't know how to tell you this, but James has already told our man Reg Guttridge that he thinks he can do the same to you.
Well, he's going to have a great opportunity to try it March 7th.
But you're confident you're going to stride on, are you?
Most definitely, sir.
Just a personal question. You're a tremendously popular man all over the world, in Britain in particular. How do you react to that sort of popularity?
Hey, I don't take it serious. I'm just a young kid having fun.
Really?
Yeah.
And this hasn't changed you at all? You're not getting into a big-headed young kid having fun?
Not at all.
Now, I remember at the end of your fight, when you won the title, you said, I'm the youngest, and I'm going to be the oldest world champion. I think you're going to have to hold it for about 18 years, I think.
Well,
do you think you can?
We're going to see, but I'm most definitely I'm going to hold on to the title for a great deal of time.
And I think your advisors feel that Bone Crusher Smith might suit you just a little bit better than Tim Witherspoon.
I'm so satisfied that he won. It's going to be a tremendous fight against two brutal punches, and I think it's going to sell the house out, and everybody's going to have a tremendous evening, March 7th.
I'm sure it will, and we're going to look forward to seeing it on ITV, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Just a word about Frank Bruno, a fellow I think you know back in Britain, and everyone's wondering if at some stage you two might get it together.
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Frank for a long time. And, Frank is a friend of mine. We knew each other for a long time, very long time. And I hope the best for him. And I would love to have, if the negotiations is right, to get a fight for both of us. It would be tremendous for international affairs.
It would be. You talk about international affairs there. I know your advisors, they want to take you around the world, I think, and have you fight all over the place. Would you like to come to Britain?
Most definitely. I would love to go to Britain. I'm begging them every day to go.
Hey, we'd love to see you there. I know you're a busy man. Thanks for taking time out to talk to us, Mike. Thank you very much indeed.
First two explosive rounds. Tyson remains on top in rounds 3, 4, and 5. Round 6 coming up.
Step back, step back. Step back.
Carlos Padilla having a little trouble separating the two fighters.
Okay, hold it. Break it up. Don't throw punches. Step back.
Real good left. Oh, nice uppercut scored that time, followed by a left hook by Tyson. Thomas now trying to hang on, trying to keep those hands from nailing him. He doesn't want to allow those hands to get inside of his. Now there's blood coming from the mouth of Pinklon Thomas. Big left hook. Thomas looks like he's ready to go. He better hang on. Nail with the right hand. Thomas is in a heap of trouble. He's getting nailed by Tyson. This could be it. Thomas really nailed. Big left hook, big right hand. Down it goes, Pinklon Thomas. I don't know if he can get up from this. Really, really nailed. The count is up to 5 and 6, 7. It's up to 8, 9, and that's it. The referee stops the fight. Angelo Dundee says no. The corner cannot stop a championship fight. I think he counted him out. I'm not sure if that's going to be scored as a TKO or a knockout. I think he may have counted him out. We'll have to wait and get the official scoring.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, watch the uppercut that starts this miss. Bang, there it is. And right at this stage now, Pinklon Thomas, you can see his knees start to buckle. And from that stage, it was just about curtains. There's another angle of it. Then the left hand. At this stage, Pinklon Thomas is all through. You'll see him crumble down to the canvas at punishing left hook, and that's it. At this stage, his eyes are out, his head will go straight down. There's the left hand, solid. The uppercut sets things up. The left hook, you can really see the concussion of that left. Another left right at the eye. That's a vicious left hook. He's out right now. The two left hands from up above. The left hand. Right, not too heavy, but a vicious left hand, and it's all over right here. Pinklon Thomas is gone.
But that's not enough to hang on to your title. Let it go.
Afraid of fighting Mike Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the WBA heavyweight champion of the world, James Bone Crusher Smith. He is the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
So there we go then. No reason to suspect he's not the Iron Man. And the stare from Tyson, and Bone Crusher saying, what's this all about? And that's in round two. And I'm not surprised the way they've been bumping and boring close in like. I think it's going to go to points anyway. In fact, I'm sure it isn't. And as I said, if he's hoping to let Tyson punch himself up, that's a mistake. And he wants to go on fighting. This is really... Well, a clean finish for that one, although... Oh, I see, so we're going to get a bit of that now. It's a little bit of tough. Oh, that's possibly the best part. Well, that was... Whoop, almost hit him on the floor there, and he... Now he's standing and... You get disappointed, but the heavyweight championship of the world level with him, and he's got Morrison's in Smith's corner to keep that left eye injury stopped. Wasn't to the body, but it's just below the chin. Bit risky as we do, midway through. From Nevada. And that was a hard right hand from Smith, and he recognised it, and I think Tyson did. And this will keep going after the bell. And I thought Bone Crusher Smith. But now they at least the old gladiator behind him a little.
Both of them! Go man!
Inside uppercut by Cooney, didn't land clean.
Good left hook.
There's Michael in the corner, moves away. He wants to use all the ring and never feel the ropes on his back, Michael Spinks. There he is, throwing one good punch inside.
Beating Cooney to the punch inside.
We're not really scoring much there, Jim. Good right in the body by Cooney. By Spinks, I'm sorry.
Round 4 has been, for the first time, Cooney's round.
Somehow there's got to be a cure for athlete's foot.
Hey, step up to the mic.
Mike?
Micatin. This cures athlete's foot. It's got something the others don't. Myconazole. There's nothing more powerful.
Yes?
You got something that cures athlete's foot?
Sure, step up to the mic.
Huh?
Mic-A-Tin. It cures athlete's foot.
Step up to the cure. Step up to the mic. Mic-A-Tin. Also new deodorant spray.
It's touch and go, but you're thinking about those Mars roasted almonds. You're looking for that little reward.
A Mars bar makes it all worthwhile.
One great little reward.
Pete Rose just got tough.
Because now I use Tegrin medicated shampoo. Head and Shoulders, not tough enough. Tegrin's 4 times tough on all 4 major causes of flaking and itching. Get 4 times tough with Tegrin.
Get a taste of the unexpected. There's
Raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares. What a taste sensation. Whole wheat, sweetened with raisin.
A combination with flair. A tasty little package.
With raisin in there.
Raisin in the middle.
Naturally sweet raisin.
Raisin in the middle.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Raisin in the middle. Taste beyond compare.
Kellogg's Raisin Squares.
Great news, car buyers. Mazda takes the world-class value of the 626 and makes it greater than ever. Buy any Model 626 now and choose $900 worth of options free from Mazda. Or make your best deal on a 626 and get $900 cash back from Mazda. But hurry, these incredible 626 offers end soon. So if you want to save $900 on a 626, act now. Don't wait till it's yesterday's news.
The best in the NL East square off. The front-running St. Louis Cardinals take on their rivals, the New York Mets. Or the Chicago Cubs meet Montreal on ABC's Monday Night Baseball.
You gotta keep doing this. Breathe. Don't keep that head straight. When you do that, then you dig underneath the head up. Understand? This guy's here to watch when you hurt him. You gotta believe that. You hurt him a couple of times, and you wait. Now watch when he comes with a spurt. Like I'll show you. Get down and bang with the 2 hands in the belly. 2 hands in the belly. You gotta use the 2 hands. All right, watch me at the towel.
What's the head there, Red? Red, please watch the head. I'm serious. I'm not giving you
I know what I'm doing. All right. I don't ask you guys to. I don't tell you what to do with your fighter, do I? Watch the gap and get through. At the weak.
Round 5. Jerry Cooney will try to continue the momentum he gained in the last round. Spinks exits his corner with 2 stiff jabs. And another.
That's the jab Michael didn't throw in round 4. He scored 2 quick ones here in round 5. And a third.
The aggressor returns. Cooney retaliates with 1 left hook inside.
Michael Spinks told us before the fight, there's 4 ways to avoid a roadblock. You can go around either side, you go over or under. But sometimes you just have to go right through it. And he is smart enough to know that he has to fight Jerry Cooney. He just can't run. The key is how well he picks his spots.
Cooney backing up. A 15-round fight evolves in chapters, but for the moment, it would appear that Michael Spinks has been immaculately prepared and very well prepared for this assignment.
It's hard to believe that what many people consider to be a blown-up light heavyweight like Michael Spinks could back up Jerry Cooney, which he has done here in the first half of round 5.
Good right hand by Spinks.
And
Cooney is hurt. Cooney is hurt. Swinging much as he was against Holmes, can't defend himself. Cappuccino will start the count.
5, 6, 7, 8. You all right, man?
He is not all right. He's desperate. And this fight could very well be stopped if Michael can continue this pace. Cooney is not throwing at all.
No 3 knockdown rule in effect.
5, 6, 7, 8. You all right? You know who I am? Huh? Okay.
is over. Jerry Cooney cannot defend himself.
He doesn't know how to grab. He's not holding on at all, and he's not fighting back. He's just taking punches. There's one punch of retaliation. Spinks has to collect himself. He backs off, and Cooney walks right to him.
Spinks may be arm weary, but Cooney can't stop him. And Cappuccino's going to stop it.
That's all, Jerry. Taking too many shots, Jerry.
Challenges, and he always had the right answer. And tonight, against a man who was favored against him, a giant, a Goliath, this David came up with the answer again. Tremendous heart, tremendous ring intelligence, and an awful lot of guts on the part of Michael Spinks.
And a fight which, because of legal entanglements, jurisdictional disputes, personal acrimony, seemed for so long so unlikely, finally takes place and ends with the most unlikely result. An early knockout by Michael Spinks of Jerry Cooney. Official time, 2 minutes, 51 seconds of the 5th round. Referee Frank Cappuccino decrees that this fight cannot go on. Cooney helpless in his own corner.
He never really lost consciousness, Jerry Cooney, but he was just taking too many clean punches. The referee did absolutely the right thing to stop it.
Here, Alex, the first knockdown.
Michael Spinks took off round 4, but he came out in round 5, used a jab, and then power punches with both hands, right on the inside. Cooney had no punching room at all, and you see Michael just landing punch after punch. Cooney trying to back off to get some room to breathe. Spinks right in his face, very accurate punches. Wasted very few punches in putting down Jerry Cooney there. Let's take a look at knockdown number 2. You see Jerry Cooney's face on the receiving end. Again, Spinks right inside. Cooney completely unable to tie him up, to get by himself any time. Not getting any punches off his own, just taking punches. The overhand right on the temple area. Michael Spinks and Eddie Futch said they could hurt Jerry Cooney to the temple, and Cooney went down again. And let's take a look here at the final stoppage of the fight. Cooney on the ropes, trying to defend himself, but Spinks' accuracy just going through whatever defense Jerry Cooney was able to put up. And there's Frank Cappuccino stepping in and saying it's all over.
So there it was, 11 nights later, a look back at Michael Spinks' nearly flawless performance in his 5-round David and Goliath TKO of Jerry Cooney in Atlantic City. It had been our hope that Jerry Cooney would also be here with us to look back at that fight. That isn't the case. Jerry was offered an opportunity to appear on this program and declined to appear. So let's take a look back now at what Jerry had to say to Alex Wallow in the ring right after the fight.
Jerry, what happened? I just felt tight and I never got going. Never got the fluid movement for some reason. I don't know why. Were you shocked that he came out and traded with you and threw so many punches at you?
I just didn't get going. I never got going in the fight. All the credit to the world to him. He did very well tonight. Those are the breaks.
Jerry, did your inactivity hurt you? Did you feel that that's the reason you couldn't get off while you're tight?
I just never got moving. I should have warmed up a little more. Whatever the reason is, I didn't get going and turn out the way it did.
Jerry, following the loss to Larry Holmes 5 years ago, you left the ring for over 2 years.
In the blue corner, fighting out of Houston, Texas, weighing 221 pounds, with a professional record of 34 wins, no defeats, 29 KOs. He is the IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Tony TNT Tucker. And in the red corner, from Kansas
stepping in.
All right, stop punching. Whoa. Hey, Mike, knock it off, man. Knock it off.
Cappuccino already warning Mike about the elbows. Various opponents have complained that Tyson rocks them with elbows along the ropes in close.
You see the tactics used by Michael Spinks now. He's throwing his jab, but he has to keep those hands extremely high. Watch for the uppercuts, too.
Tyson landed a left hand in close quarters, and now Cappuccino goes to work again. Tyson not afraid, as we expected, and Spinks ready to mix it up with him. Tyson along the ropes doing damage.
Michael Spinks has to keep moving because every shot...
Uppercut landed inside, and Spinks went down. It was the left uppercut.
I was surprised there was a body shot that put him to the canvas.
And that is the first time Michael Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble. A right hand right on the chin.
6, 7, 8. He's not going to make it. It's all over.
Against Larry Holmes, a master boxer with a great boxing brain. Tyson, a real student of the sport, hanging on. Referee Joe Cortez breaks them up. And this Atlantic City Convention Center.
All right, Larry, let it go, Larry. Break out to you. Larry, break out to you. Larry, let me hold him now. Let's go.
Well, Larry Holmes hasn't done a great deal of work in this opening session. Took a good left hook there. Well, uppercut there from Holmes. And again. No problems for Tyson, though.
Go up, Larry. Let's go.
Tyson there belying that fighter's tag that he has. As I said, he's a very smart boxer at times with a very good boxing brain. As rough as they come, but talented as well. On that nice little uppercut again there from Larry Holmes. He did that in the first round as well a couple of times. Tyson there, not averse to using the forearm. Yeah, watch your elbow, says referee Cortez. Oh, a nice right there from Larry Holmes. Well, a bit more success for Holmes in this round, but overall, of course, Tyson still looking very much in charge. Tyson once again showing that that's no downside for him as the bell ends the round. Well, what can you tell Mike Tyson at this point? It's probably what Kevin Rooney is thinking.
Bullshit, don't tell me I ain't holding inside, you're not punching me, let him hold it. You made me that crap. Spit down the book, we don't have another bucket, now spit down that one, go ahead.
Against Mike Tyson, it's not proving it to be that way because when you punch through an opponent, you actually get closer to them, and that doesn't suit Holmes at all. Of course, he can't just flick out his jab, he's not made that way. So when he commits himself to the left hand, he's actually very, very in range for Tyson.
All right, break out clean, break out, no points, break out, let's go, quick out of there.
A very, very good state of alertness here from Tyson. He's got that look in his eye, he's incredibly determined. Holmes at this point still looking a wee bit bemused by the sheer speed and ferocity of Tyson. Holmes not getting the time or space to use those very silky skills that he used to have not that long ago. Oh, good right there from Tyson, and a big left hook over the top on the bell. Well, Larry Holmes almost saying, just you wait till the next round. Well, if Holmes does win this one, it will shock the world. Names, watch a bit of replay here from the third round. I think this is towards the end. In fact, it was. The right hand there from Tyson over the top. Almost knocked the gum shield out. Then the left hook right on the bell.
Let's go.
Holmes, incidentally, a former Muhammad Ali sparring partner. That's where he learned his tricks.
Let's go, come on. Clean, let's go. You got the hole, let's go.
Oh, goodness me, what a right hand there from Tyson. And Larry Holmes on his back here in round 4. But he's beaten the count. That was a very, very heavy right hand. Well, Holmes says he's okay. And just put your mind back to the night when Ernie Shavers cracked him as well. How did Holmes beat that one? He's down again, second time. Not too convinced about that particular knockdown, but it may well have been a right hand on the temple.
7, how do you feel? 8, you all right?
So Joe Cortez counts to 8 again. And Mike Tyson now, very menacing. Larry Holmes surviving on pure courage. Pure instinct. And again, that Tyson right hand. Oh, and he's got him again. Holmes on very shaky legs here in the 4th. Tyson desperate for that knockout blow to land. Well, he's not rushing it, Tyson, is he? Just picking the right punch. And this now looks awfully painful. Oh, what a punch that was. Oh, and he's gone again, and the legs absolutely collapsed underneath him. So, Larry Holmes then absolutely flattened here in the 4th round. A bevy of punches there from Mike Tyson. He never let up, did he? Mike Tyson, still the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, but Larry Holmes there completely flattened. And when the legs buckle underneath you like that, you know it's a bad one. Watch this again. Blistering attack here from Mike Tyson, crunching right hand there. And that's the one that started it all off. And these are the combinations that finished it. What a right that was. That was still the first one, but from the reverse angle. And that's the overhead version. The elbow almost following through there.
Clear the ring. Please clear the ring.
The final knockdown was a devastating one. As I say, Holmes' legs collapsed underneath him. That was the second one. Tyson absolutely relentless. Once again, the second knockdown there from the reverse angle. And this should be the overhead version. Oh, nothing particularly conclusive there. But this should be the final knockdown of the entire fight, and of course the fight itself. As Tyson found himself hitting an unguarded target, and that was on the chin. That was smack on the point of the chin. Watch this again. Larry Holmes a bit disorganised, the gum shield almost out of his mouth. And when that final right hand landed, It was perfect. And that was the one. And you see that left leg there, buckled underneath the former champion. And this is sheer courage and survival instinct. But of course, it only got him into the 4th round.
He's making his 5th defense of the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship.
He is the challenger, Frank Bruno. Heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Obey my commands at all times. Is there any question? Shake hands, good luck.
Bruno's showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with the right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight. Bruno has all the pride of England standing for him. He gets tagged again by a right hand. He's trying to hang on to Mike and hit. Mike is just looking for an opportunity for all the questions about distractions of an inch as Tyson attacks. Now Frank comes very slowly across the ring. He knows he's in the book. Tyson gets nailed for the left hook. Tyson looks wobbly as he attacks Bruno. Bruno continues to throw. Tyson was caught and wobbled. Tyson misses wild with the left uppercut. The right hand catches Bruno. Left hook. Bruno looks ready to go. Now is when he's going to hang on. And Bruno, if he hopes to win, has got to let that right hand fly. It looks like Bruno could be hurt a bit. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. Bruno comes back and catches Tyson. This place seats about 8,000 to 9,000 here at the Hill Hotel. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it. Tyson trying to attack now to finish him off. Bruno has the wherewithal to hang on. Tyson gives him room to come off the ropes. Scores with the uppercut. Lands a big right hand. Bruno's in big trouble now. He's ready to go. He hits him with a right hand. Bruno trying to hang on as best he can. He's still in big trouble. The uppercut catches him. The right hand catches him. He's really being hit now. A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight. It's all over.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey, let's get ready to rumble. 12 rounds of boxing for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. The referee for this bout is Randy Newman. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with red trim, he weighs an even 218 pounds from Absecon, New Jersey. His professional record, 22 victories against only 2 defeats, 17 knockouts to his credit, and 14 of those 17 KOs within 5 rounds or less. Ladies and gentlemen, the #1 heavyweight challenger in the world today, Carl the Truth Williams. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks and weighing in at 219 1/4 pounds from Catskill, New York. His professional record is unblemished with 36 consecutive victories, 32 knockouts, 28 KOs in 5 rounds or less, and 16 in the first round alone. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the undisputed, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Number 2, obey my commands. I'll shake hands and come out of the bell.
Keep in mind that Mike Williams has a tendency to get hit by left hooks. Carl Williams, excuse me. I can think of better tendencies that a fighter should have who is going out to face Mike Tyson.
Indeed, Carl Williams has been floored 7 times in his career. Twice by James Quick Tillis, twice by Jesse Ferguson, 3 times by Mike Weaver, and in every instance, the decisive blow was a left hook. The people in Williams' corner are sincerely worried about what he does in the first 30 seconds against the Tyson onslaught. And it would appear that the strategy to begin with is to hold, and referee Randy Newman says, we're not going to start that way.
This is sort of a reunion here because both men are just throwing punches. In fact, Williams here has selected to fight Tyson inside. He claimed the other day that if Tyson throws any unnecessary punches, illegal punches, he will accommodate him and throw the same punches back.
Well, Frank Bruno felt the sting of Tyson's elbow several times, as other opponents have complained that they have felt it as well.
Go his head. All right, let me hear. Can I stop punching? Step back. Step back.
Because Williams' left jab is so strong, that should help him as long as he keeps that right hand up and watch Tyson's left hook.
Right, stop punching. Up. When you tell me step punching, that's it. Let's go. All right, that's it. I'm here. Let me go. Get back.
Unofficially, I've got this fight being 1 second longer than Tyson Spinks. A minute 32 instead of a minute 31. It was, as you started to point out, again, Larry, a left hook.
Williams was very unhappy at the end of that. Randy Newman, the referee, asked him a question, obviously about how he felt or what his name was or where he was, and apparently he got the wrong answer because he stopped the fight immediately. I didn't see any reason to stop the fight, and I'm curious to see what that answer was, and I'm going into the ring to see if I can find out.
Good luck, Larry. A minute 33, Larry. It was 2 seconds longer than the Spinks fight. The unofficial demarcation of the knockout comes at 1:33 of the first round, and you can see a disgusted Carl Williams who thinks that he should have been allowed to continue. And Ray, I've got to agree with Larry. It was a fairly peremptory stoppage.
Well, the way I judge it, because he appeared to be okay, but then again, the referee is closer to the pitcher than we are.
What was that question likely to be?
Where are you? What day is this? And here we see the left hook that put Williams down. Williams had dropped that right hand, and I had indicated earlier that the jab will be the key, but in throwing the left jab, he must also keep that right hand up and power. There's that left hook.
And you saw Mike pivot upward with both feet planted and turn the hips into the punch. This is where the power comes from.
The reason people fear Mike Tyson because he's one of the few, if not the only man, that can knock you out in the heavyweight division with one punch.
Here's another look at the devastating left hook.
And what Tyson does here, he bobs and weaves, gets under that jab and counters with a beautiful left hook.
Perfectly timed as Williams was dropping the right hand, just as you said he did after throwing the jab.
Well, what happened for Williams is the fact that his left hand, his left jab rather, was working, and he felt very comfortable.
That was a look back at the conversation between Randy Newman and Carl Williams, which led to the stoppage.
Mike Tyson, as usual, awesome.
and he got up at 8. He was wobbly. He wasn't standing up. He was leaning against the ropes. I asked him a question, a very simple question. How do you feel? Not for the answer, but to see how he responded. His eyes were blank. His expression was blank. He had no answer.
Is there any chance that he misunderstood what you wanted him to respond to?
I don't think so. Let me tell you why. He's had a lot of professional fights and a lot of amateur fights. When a fighter is knocked down, and I had 38 fights, when a fighter is knocked down, the first thing he wants to prove when he gets up to the referee is that he's in good shape. Number one, he wasn't standing on his feet. He was leaning on the ropes. Number two, he couldn't answer me. And number three, his eyes were dead.
Thank you very much, Randy. And now back to ringside.
All right, thanks very much, Larry, and thank you for pointing out that the crowd is booing, as there were obviously a fair number within this congregation who did not feel that the bout should have been stopped quite so quickly.
What happened from your point of view? Did you see him really dazed?
Well, no, I noticed my trainers would tell me we were slipping and hooking. So when we slip, because usually I come in that slip and I get in there, and that's the hardest part, is getting in there, and I never threw the punch. And so we're practicing like a slip. So you're in there, instantaneously, bing, throw the punch. And I did, I was successful.
Were you surprised that he stayed on top of you as much as he did, that he didn't try to move?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I just knew it took just with a matter of time. I loved it.
So you knew that as soon as he was doing that you were going to get a clean shot sooner or later.
Exactly. And my punches were accurate and pinpoint, and I knew eventually I was going to get him.
He has a reputation for getting hit with left hooks. Were you looking for that opening?
No, I was very confident. I wanted to hit him, catch him with a good right hand. Believe me, my right hand is my favorite punch, but I never catch anyone with it. You know, it's my best punch, and I always hit guys with left hook.
All right, we're going to try to take a look at the
where's the monitor?
At the monitor, if we can find it, so that we can determine what happened.
Champion non-pro.
All right. Okay, it was a clean left hook. Did you? I mean, you sparred with him years ago. We know that it didn't mean anything. Were you surprised that he went so fast?
Well, no, I knew if I catch someone clean, they'll go, regardless who they are. Mm-hmm. But you know, when the referee he hit him with a shot, it looked like he was able to get up, but I guess the referee called what he saw, because I didn't think he was hurt that bad, but I know I hit him with a clean shot.
Speculate for me. How long would it have taken you to get him down a second time if the fight went on?
Oh, no problem. I'd have been all over him. Maybe it's better that the referee did stop early. I would have been all over him. That's when I'm most dangerously, when I know I have someone hurt.
You've talked about being in control of your career. Tell us what you think is next. Who is next?
Well, I'm just taking it one step at a time. I'll fight anybody. You know what I mean? I don't discriminate from anybody. I'm the best fighter in the world, and there's no man that can beat me.
Angelo Dundee and Lou Doobie. You saw their tail of the tape. Let's take a look at the real tail of the tape for the fight tonight. The numerical breakdown: Holyfield 5 years younger than Rodriguez. Holyfield at 6'2.5" with the half-inch height advantage. Rodriguez at 221, 14 pounds heavier. And Holyfield's 207, 5 pounds up from his heavyweight debut about a year ago. And the 1-inch reach advantage for Holyfield. Take a look at the rules. The Nevada rules: 10-point must system, 3 scoring judges, no standing 8 count, the 3 knockdown rule in effect, and he can be saved by the bell only in the final round. Let's go up to ring announcer Chuck Hull for the introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Caesars Tahoe in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, where tonight Main Events Monitor, in association with Caesars Tahoe, presents championship boxing. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for the Continental America's heavyweight title, the supervisor Roy Van Putten. Representing the Nevada State Athletic Commission are its chairman, Dr. Elias Ghanem, and commissioners James Nave, Dwayne Ford, Freddie Little, and Jay Nady. The executive director is Chuck Minker. The officials assigned by the governing bodies for the next event of the evening. The judges are Bill Graham, Doug Tucker, and Keith McDonald. The timekeeper is Jim Carpenter. Counting at the knockdowns, John Rogers. The attending physicians at ringside, Dr. James McLennan and Dr. James Wichman. And the referee for the main event of the evening is Mills Lane. The next event featuring 12 rounds of boxing for the Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Introducing In the blue corner, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Check that, introducing in the red corner, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, weighing in at 221 pounds, with a professional record of 35 wins, 2 defeats, with 26 KOs. He is rated #2 by the World Boxing Council and is the challenger in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Adelson Rodriguez. And in the blue corner, fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 207 pounds. His professional record consists of 21 wins, no defeats, 17 KOs. He is rated #1 in the world by the WBA and the WBC. He is the WBC Continental America Heavyweight Champion, the very popular Evander, the real thing, Holyfield.
Final instructions from referee Mills Lane, also a district attorney from Reno. Tonight's fight also being simulcast in Spanish for the first time. Showtime Championship Boxing hooking up with Radio Sports Network, which specializes in Spanish language broadcasts of major boxing events, reaching over 80% of the total U.S. Hispanic population. Freddie.
Now what you really mean to say is este combate se va a oír en español, cortesía de Showtime.
Carlos Avilas and Enrique Gratas handling the cause. You look at Evander Holyfield getting set to do battle with Adelson Rodriguez, scheduled for 12. Holyfield coming off that outstanding victory over Michael Dokes, March 11th, rated #1 by the WBC and WBA in the heavyweight division. And Adelson Rodriguez, the #2 rated heavyweight contender by the WBC, off a 10-round decision over Mike Rouse on May the 22nd. Of course, if you've been following the career of Holyfield in the red with the white trim, he's got the very effective jab, superior quickness, great hand speed and foot speed, and he has outstanding instincts in the ring, and he is all business.
And he is a warrior. I mean, he comes to fight whatever it takes. And with Dokes, it took a lot of heart, a lot of guts, and he had to stand there and take a lot of blows. But with Rodriguez, he is just right now trying to feel him out. They're both trying to out-jab each other. Not much distance between them. The jab should be effective. As soon as Evander Holyfield gets in close enough, he'll start popping to the body and hooking to the head.
Rodriguez in the blue trunks with the white trim, 35-2, 26 knockouts, has won 18 straight. Likes to hook to the body and the head with the left, then finish people off with the right. He used to be a wild, two-fisted brawler, but became a more polished boxer under Angelo Dundee, who's been with him now for about a year and a half. He thinks his left hand is better than his right.
Right now, Rodriguez landed a good right hand, and a jab made Evander wince, as if a thumb had gotten in his eye. He's still blinking for Evander, and Rodriguez has been able to land some effective punches.
Less than 30 seconds in the opening round. Here's that shotgun jab of Holyfield, and the combination by Holyfield. Showing everything in his repertoire. There was an uppercut here in the final seconds of round 1. So round 1 is in the books. We'll follow Evander Holyfield into his corner with George Benton and Lou Duva.
Come on, now listen, when you fire that right hand, come back with that double hook. All right, hands up good now.
Not that much worry in the corner. It's very early for anybody to be giving anything except instructions to speed up that jab to the midsection and double up on a hook for Evander Holyfield, who I felt lost that first round by a very narrow margin, but he really was feeling out, whereas Rodriguez was landing the more effective punches.
Round 2 scheduled for 12 on a gorgeous 74-degree night in Lake Tahoe. Rodriguez with some action. There's a heavy right by Rodriguez, and Holyfield has to cover up. Now Holyfield looks to come back.
Those hooks to the body score points, and they don't make you feel good.
Mills Lane, the third man of the ring. Oh, a heavy right by Rodriguez to the head.
And a hook to follow, and another hook to the body.
The huge crowd coming over from Brazil, thinking upset. This has got to be a surprise to this point, the way Rodriguez has responded.
More a surprise the way that Holyfield has not. Right now, Holyfield is getting untracked. He's finally woken up.
Fans are going wild, but down goes Rodriguez out of nowhere. Adelson Rodriguez is on the canvas.
He's not getting up. He hit his head on the canvas, and he's not getting up.
It's all over. Here in the second round, Evander Holyfield has KO'd Adelson Rodriguez.
A perfect shot, but the way he went back, he hit that canvas with his head, and it truly knocked him out. He's still starched there. People are trying to gather around him, and I think they should take their time. When a fighter is knocked out, clear the public away, let the doctors in, get the cornermen away from him who have a tendency to pick the guy up. There's no reason. Now, you see they're starting to talk to him. They're starting to get the reflexes to see what's wrong. Then they'll sit him up, and then finally they'll stand him up. He's all right. He's talking. His eyes are open. But it was a surprise knockout in that Holyfield was starting to take a lot of shots, as he did with Dokes, and then all of a sudden woke up, and with that intensity, ferocity, and his precise punching, was able to knock out Rodriguez.
Rodriguez had been dictating the tempo up to that point.
Now let's watch a replay, and you can see the accuracy of the punch that knocked out, and you see how his head bounces off the canvas. A right hand, an overhand right by Holyfield. Let's watch it again from a different angle, and you can see how this bounces right off. There it goes now, but watch Rodriguez's head as he goes down. You can't see it on that show. He literally bounced off that canvas with his head, and you see that peculiar expression, all circuits are off. He is knocked out.
Well, if there's any doubt that Evander Holyfield possesses a knockout punch, you can erase all that doubt. He does it in one punch.
Well, he certainly has answered to critics. One shot high on the temple, wasn't even on the jaw, but look what it did. What a devastating effect to a large man like Adelson Rodriguez. I don't think he has ever been out in his life, and he certainly visited the unconscious world of boxing.
Rodriguez is up and on the stool. What a turn of events early in the fight after Rodriguez seemed to be in control. From our viewpoint, he won the first round 10-9, and then out of nowhere, Evander Holyfield with a ferocious driving shot to the head of Rodriguez that sent him sprawling to the canvas. So Evander Holyfield lifts his mark to 22-0 with 18 knockouts, and that's his first pure knockout as a heavyweight. So you can erase all the doubt about whether he has a knockout punch. Let's go up for the official word from ring announcer Chuck Hull.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 29 seconds of the second round. The winner by a knockout, and still the WBC Continental America's heavyweight champion, Evander Holyfield. And at this time in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, the representative of Continental Americas, Mr. Roy Van Putten, is presented the belt.
Evander Holyfield holds on to his WBC Continental America's Heavyweight Championship. Let's go back and check out the call from round number 2.
Ruddock now just laying his hand out, lands a good left hook. That punch to the fight, a right hand by Smith, sends Ruddock down.
And he's hurt, Tim. I don't think he knows where he is at the moment.
Smith jumping all over Ruddock, the crowd on its feet here in Fayetteville. Look at that thing to do, because you can see he still doesn't have his legs back. Good jab by Smith. Under a minute to go in the round. Now an uppercut scored. Showing a little more patience now, trying to find his way in. There's a good jab. And there's a left hand back from Ruddock. He's got Smith in a little trouble. Right hand on the chin. And Smith holds on. Final seconds of the second round. Ruddock seems to have his legs back, and Smith's in some difficulty. Well, let's follow Razor Ruddock back to his corner. He goes to the neutral corner. Went to the wrong corner.
Let's take a look at that big right hand of the Bone Crushers. There it is, right on the side of the head. That's the strength that Bone Crusher.
But Ruddock, once he got his legs back under him, landed a good solid 249, which, as you can see, is a good weight for him. He's in shape. Right hand by Ruddock.
Good left hook by Ruddock also, Tim.
There's another right
straight right hand. Throw punches at the chest or the body. Feel the other guy. He can't try to outfigure him out.
Ruddock with a right and a left doing some damage. Hasn't landed squarely, but he's got Smith in difficulty, leaning on the ropes. Under a minute to go, round number 4. Right hand lead, another one by Ruddock.
And Smith's eye is bothering him, Tim.
Ruddock. There's a right hand by Ruddock. That rocks Smith. Follows with a left and a right.
Keeps him in the fight.
Overhand right by Smith to the ear of Ruddock. Didn't. A minute to go. Right hand by Ruddock got through.
Has Smith in trouble? He's in trouble, Tim.
2 more right hands and a left uppercut. Smith goes down. It was the first right hand that did the damage. Smith will not get up. A 7th round knockout by Donovan Razor Ruddock of
And here he's got that same rangefinder out there again. This time he comes back with that half hook. Nailed him again. Has him in bad trouble now, Tim. And down he goes. And that's it.
Just another day at work for Mike Tyson. He looks almost bored as they call to the center of the ring by the referee. The stage is set. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan here. You see Mike Tyson in the black trunks traditional and Buster Douglas. Tyson we've been looking for all night. So no matter what happens, we give a lot of credit to Buster Douglas for making this a big, big fight. Tyson trying to end it with one big shot again. He's down, he comes with the uppercut. Somehow or other, Buster's throwing shots back. Hey, look at this! Look at Buster coming back! Did he buckle the legs of Mike? I don't know, he shot him again! Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas! Look at this! He's knocked Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career! Mike Tyson hits the canvas! He's in big trouble! He may not be able to recover! It's up to 7 and 8! He's not gonna make it! Unbelievable! 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 Buster Douglas is the new heavyweight champion of the world! This has got to be, if not the, one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing! Buster Douglas, the new, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world! I've called a lot of great fights over the years, but this upset is left eye at Mike. Certainly one of the biggest.
Doak's well known for his hand speed. And the fact that he can pull his punches together. There's a short left hook. Well, Ruddock's left hand does not belong on the inside. See that
that short left hook that stunned Razor Ruddock. He's a little shaken by it. Doak's opening up. This time he backs Doak's up. At the end of the round.
Here's that mobility. There's that counter by Doak's again. And another good left hook to the body. Why Ruddock's inside, I'll never tell you. Drop that right hand into that double jab.
He threw a straight right hand and a right uppercut. And Ruddock comes back strong.
Mobility, another good left hook to the body.
Good left hook by Ruddock.
2 good left hooks by Ruddock.
Sharp jab. Ruddock lands the right hand.
That hurt Doak's.
And another one.
He's hurt, Sam. Doak's is hurt. Now Ruddock, give himself a little room.
But he doesn't, and it's Doak's coming back. He's willing to stay in close for Doak's. And Doak's with the short punches. Oh, good counter.
Right now, Ruddock is fighting the wrong fight. Not using his legs at all.
Good left hook. Doak's went down to the second straight. Doak's is down. And he may be out. It's all over.
It's all over. What an impressive performance by Razor Ruddock. This is the best young heavyweight prospect. Feints the jab. It's that left uppercut. Misses the right hand, back with the hook. And here comes the coup de grace.
And as we said all along, look at the power and the force generated by Razor Ruddock when he throws his punches. Phenomenal. Now the concern is for Michael Doak's.
I just said he's fighting the wrong fight, but he knew the kind of fight he was
fighting the right fight.
Sam, the power in that left hook.
Tremendous concern for the brave fighter, Michael Doak's.
Round 3, it's scheduled for 12. The World Heavyweight Championship. Buster Douglas in the white trunks, Evander Holyfield in the red with the black trim, and so far it has been mostly Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield told us the other day that if Douglas holds him like he's trying to, he is not going to exert a lot of energy early in the fight trying to get away from him. He'll let the referee do that. Later on in the bout, he said he'll try and really bull Douglas around when he thinks Douglas is coming. It was the first decent right hand from Douglas, but not too much damage.
Douglas perhaps beginning to get loose now. They wanted him to throw more combinations between rounds 2 and 3 from his corner. Meanwhile, Lou Duva was urging Holyfield on to go to the belly.
And there is the left hook underneath. Holyfield's a wonderful body puncher, and that's part of the reason he became cruiserweight champion and has moved ahead so well in the heavyweight ranks.
What a shot by Evander Holyfield. It was a twisting right, and down went Douglas.
And how much more unlikely could this scenario be? Not Douglas winning early, not Holyfield throwing a left hand. It is, instead of Douglas's right, it's Holyfield's right that creates a one-punch knockout. I don't think anyone would have expected this scenario to come about.
It ends in round 3. Douglas still down. Holyfield being hugged and congratulated. Lou Duva in the center of things. Evander Holyfield is the new heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, I think as we look at Buster Douglas and certainly hope that he will be okay, he didn't have even a chance of getting up. That overhand right just devastated him, and it came, by the way, after Lou Duva urged Holyfield to go to the body, which brought that left hand down from Douglas, and so the overhand right was there for Holyfield. Take a look back at one punch that changes the course of heavyweight history, at least momentarily. Good straight right hand by Holyfield, a counter right hand, no less. Not the kind of a punch that we would expect him to knock Buster Douglas out with. But remember, in that first and second round, he was finding the range for this right. You'll see a lazy left jab by Buster Douglas. Then we'll see another, the uppercut from way back. Well, the primary rule in boxing is you never throw an uppercut from far back. We've seen so many boxers get knocked down from it. And remember, I said earlier, as we look at it again, that Douglas wanted to land the uppercut. That's not the way to throw it. This fight ended because Buster Douglas made a very basic tactical mistake.
Solid flush on the face from overhead. Here comes that monstrous right.
That is as basic a mistake as you can make in boxing, and Buster Douglas did it. I remember other fights, Donald Curry, who'd never been knocked out, trying an uppercut against Jung Suk Wang, of all people, and getting knocked flat on his back. In this case, it's a very important blow because it separates this man from his heavyweight title.
And check out the eyes.
No way Buster Douglas was getting up from this.
Like two heat-seeking missiles.
One thing Tyson has is that he's been knocked out before by a lesser opponent, and he's going to sleep again.
March 18th, Mike Tyson raised Ruddock. Ruddock died. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Round 1 scheduled for 12.
The difference in size immediately apparent. He'd thrown a big punch. He stumbled after the punch.
Uppercut by Razor. Didn't make any contact.
Tyson fighting a right-hand fight. A little butting going on. A little butting going on.
And Richard Steele, an associate minister, lets them know.
First combination punch is thrown by Tyson. He's been throwing one punch at a time.
Ruddock doesn't seem to care. A hard body punch by Tyson. And we are heading for the bell. Tyson hitting afterwards. And the bad blood carries over. Frustrated in the opening round.
All together, and that's it. The result of those pounding.
Less than 30 seconds in round 2.
This body attack is killing.
I guess was against Michael Dokes.
Well, Dokes
is just leaning on Tyson. Oh, right by Tyson.
Good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
There's a left by Ruddock. A left by Tyson, and down goes Ruddock.
What a counterpunch. Let's take a look at that. Just when Ruddock thought he was on pay dirt, landing good punches, in comes a counterpunch. What a tremendous stroke.
Oh, body shot by Tyson.
Uppercut by Tyson, and the crowd groans. That body shot sounded like he hit a drum. Again, the crowd groans.
Relentless attack by Tyson. Oh, a big left by... Oh, they hit after the bell once again.
Steele warning. Oh.
Tyson's promoter, Don King. Oh, there's a right hand.
I think anybody can question his integrity or his honesty.
A flurry.
A survival fight, even though he's getting chopped down little by little. Oh, nice right hand by Tyson. taking every round in a 10-8 round.
Gold for 12.
Oh, what a right hand! Mike Tyson.
A little uppercut and then the right hand over that. Oh, nice hook.
Here comes Razor Ruddock out of nowhere. A combination by Ruddock. An uppercut by Ruddock. A right by Ruddock. Tyson comes back.
Punishment and inflicted some hard punishment again.
A left uppercut by Razor Ruddock. That stunned Tyson. Now Tyson says no. Hit me again. And he did with the right. As the bell sounds.
Maybe those punches took a little bit of effect.
Winning over a lot of people here for withstanding this kind of barrage.
Oh, what a right by Tyson. And Ruddock continues to stand.
But that wavered him. He wavered in the breeze just then.
Tyson has Ruddock on the ropes.
If Tyson applies the pressure, he's got him where he wants him now.
Oh, the left. Now the right combination. Steele steps in. Is it over? It's over. It's over. And Mike Tyson has defeated Razor Ruddock here in the 7th round.
That's going to be ugly now. That was too soon. He wasn't down. He hadn't been counted. That was too soon a knockdown. There's going to be an awful ugly scene here.
There's a brawl in the ring.
Giacchetti under all of that.
The handlers are going at it.
Giacchetti was under all of it. Big riot going on.
A total fiasco here in the ring.
Security coming in. That was sure bad judgment. What? You tell me what you're looking at here. These were your series of punches that got him in trouble. He's in trouble.
The boy was hurt.
I was trying to catch him right there. He was hurt pretty bad.
And Richard Steele right there making up his mind.
the 7th by Richard Steve.
Ooh, nice hook. 2 nice hooks. Nice uppercut.
Countering left, though, by Tyson to the right.
Oh, although he's responded well. Good hard punch by Tyson.
Tyson opening up. He's got Ruddock in the corner, but Ruddock able to pull.
Tyson to come back. He's smelling knockout. And hook. He's going to pick it up and give Tyson by a wonderful uppercut. There it is.
Sucking air, looking for that second win. Now, here's Ruddock with the left. Another left. Missed with the right. Stunned. A left hook by Tyson that connected. Now it's in skirts.
Oh, what a hook by Ruddock.
And back comes Tyson.
And Ruddock another good 2-shot. Great action and how either man withstood the punches of the other, both hard punching. That was right on the button. If he fell before he should have fallen, let's look at it from a different perspective. That's behind the ear, but still hurts. That's 3 punches in a row.
Into round 8. So Ruddock landing with the right. But again, here comes Tyson.
Again, action after the bell. Both these guys are up.
You lose a point. Point off here.
Now that he's got the 2-10-8. Oh, nice uppercut. 2 nice uppercuts by Razor Ruddock. Oh, look. If he can. Oh, nice.
Good left by Ruddock.
Wonderful left. Well. Oh, nice punch by Tyson. With the right hand. Hard.
Tyson digging to the ribs. Overhand right by Tyson.
Ruddock in trouble. Ruddock's face a mask of pain. Those shots to the rib caved him in.
Ruddock. A right by Ruddock that stunned Tyson.
This is the shootout.
A left by Ruddock.
If he could just put these together. Nice right hand behind the ear. And Tyson's got to go back. Oh, he got hit again. This Tyson coming in. Another right hand. Tyson fighting back. And the risk here is enormous. Right hand. Rogers giving you some kind of push. Oh, nice. I think he's ahead. Go, so don't go away. This is heavyweight action. He wants it tonight. Oh, Tyson just got hammered and he comes back fighting. Ruddock's. Oh, what a low blow.
And then Ruddock answers with a low blow as the bell sounds. Is now on a path to meet the heavyweight champion of the world, Evander.
A clean break at all times. Good luck to both of you. Let's touch gloves.
He felt if he could get George past the 34th round, George has been able to trap people against the ropes and put them away. To put some people in bye-bye land. Back comes Holyfield. Whoa!
Holyfield.
2. George lands a left. Holyfield on the ropes.
Tried to follow up. A clubbing overhand right. The crowd is very excited. Good left by George. Well, his arms do seem to be getting a little heavy.
Oh, left-right combination. Staggered. Holyfield has staggered Foreman. He's got it going.
Consecutive combinations to the head. And George certainly is reeling and rocking in there, but he's fighting back. George seems to have absorbed those punches in the previous round rather well, Dick.
He did.
That's exactly what Evander's doing. And landing big right hands like that one. George looks like he's a little bit shaken.
The last round. Oh, a midsection shot from Holyfield.
I think I almost saw that come out the back of George's spine.
From Holyfield.
Oh,
a left uppercut.
I think there's another one. Of course, he receives 2 back. Blockbuster and takes Evander out of there. Which he just landed a left hook.
George Foreman is now breathing harder. Well, here he comes. He's after Holyfield.
George is putting together a rally here. I think he's already proved some of us so-called experts wrong in that he couldn't keep up a fairly fast pace.
A tremendous right hand.
Another one and a third one. That was 3 left hooks in a row, and Holyfield did seem to be jarred. George with a 1-2, having a good rally here. By Evander Holyfield.
Oh! And a little short chopping uppercuts. The overhand right. Holyfield's got to move. He's got to get out of there. He's gone to that in this round. Here comes Holyfield.
Back.
Doubling his left and his right. Scoring heavily.
A series of approximately half a dozen combinations. George coming back in what's got to be the most exciting round of the fight so far, Dick. Looks like he's beating a big bass drum. 2 jarring jabs by Holyfield.
An amazing performance.
Oh!
A right hand.
A left hook by Foreman.
How do you think Foreman would do against Mike Tyson with a performance like tonight?
Well, of course.
On each other. Here comes Holyfield back with a left to the midsection. Holyfield with a combination. Foreman is staggered. George Foreman is staggered.
He's in trouble.
Holyfield pours it on.
The bell interrupts.
He has noticeably slowed down.
Good. Right hand. And another one by Evander Holyfield. And there's a good 1-2 by George Foreman.
20 seconds remaining in round 10.
George's blows and the fatigue factor is also catching up.
I don't think there's too many boxers today that could take the punches.
He's certainly trailing on our scorecards. And that point, I think, pretty much says everything as far as George needs a knockout. And right now, it's George.
Here comes Foreman. And back comes Holyfield.
Unbelievable punishment, hardly flinching. There was another tremendous right hand from Evander Holyfield. And another one.
Unbelievable.
Lou Dubin, George Benton. It's the prudent thing to do. And below the border punches from George are simply because he can't lift his hands up that high anymore. Holyfield is moved. There's the bell. It ends in a hug.
What a great fight.
Eugene Grant scores the bout 116 to 111. Tommy Kazmarek has it 115 to 112. And Jerry Roth scores it 117 to 100 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the real deal, Evander Holyfield.
You know what, Dick? We had a great fight.
How they measure up on the tail of the tape. The 22-year-old Morrison, 6'2", 221 and 3/4. Last 5 fights he's been between 223 and 227. Mercer 10 pounds heavier than his fight against Damiani.
Mercer, Morrison, you already got your instructions in the dressing room. All right, give me a good clean fight and I will not bother neither one of you. 2 things you must remember.
Yeah, 15 by Morrison and there's 7 by Mercer. And this is
the ring is a puncher's mat. Very thick padding. You can dig your toes into there and push.
For an opening, neither a defensive whiz, so you know there will be openings. And
go into a ring without an injury, it's an unusual to take Morrison out of it. Get the referee separated.
Beyond 6, and he doesn't want to go to the later rounds. Morrison coming on, and Mercer could see Morrison punch himself out early. 27, the oldest member. He has more to lose in this head-to-head with Morrison.
Opening round from Tommy the Duke Morrison. Look at this, the best shot took. Here is another shot of that punch. Left hook tries to knock it off. There it is. Up, no defense.
As we, it is certainly teamwork as far as Morrison's first test, finding that it's not the same 19 fall behind and still deliver. Outboxed completely in that fight. And in the 9th round, and a great chin. And there's this, you have to make him quit. And so far, it has been Morrison 15-0 record.
Now the one from Mercer to put the punches. That's the same problem he had in the Damiani fight. The lower lip was cut. Again, right on it.
3rd round, Morrison teeing off on Mercer. Survive a war.
Got some power.
Mercer has gone 12.
Same place that Tommy is, from 8 to 12. And a little bit more so he doesn't have to take so many shots.
And now Mercer puts a couple of rights together. You remember he left Morrison with a radio title. But these two fighters have them for some possible of the heavyweight.
Good professionals. The fight starts after. So for Mercer, he's just trying to get everything going in the first 3 rounds. Tommy Morrison.
After the 6th round.
Boxing around Tommy Morrison and landing shots. 4th round action. Mercer turned it around that round with heavy shots like this. Good
fights, and Morrison has in his 27. Mercer pounding away. Morrison may be going. Morrison is gone.
Hands started coming down in this 4th and 5th round. Down come the hands, tying up more, showing the effects. His mouth is wide open. A tired fighter, and all it was easy pickings for Ray Mercer. Here he is just connecting with shots, unanswered punches, out on his feet and hurt is Tommy the Duke Morrison. A lot of shots from merciless Ray Mercer. Too many punches. Here it is again. The heavy shots from Mercer, the combinations. Morrison is trying to tie up, but just can't do it. Tony Perez needs to step in, and that's all. That's enough.
We'll be back with a champion, Ray Mercer, in just a moment. The convention center is buzzing.
And Holyfield hit him twice when he got himself straight.
Holyfield wobbled him a little bit with that left hook.
And he got an uppercut in there too. Cooper is groggy for a second. Holyfield with a chance. The right cross was a beauty. Cooper comes over the top with a right, but he left himself open.
There's that quick right hand of Cooper's on the inside. Really didn't like that low blow. Pulled his trunks down even further.
Holyfield's co-trainer Lou Duva about the mental adjustment problem of fighting somebody on 1 week's notice, and Duva said, well,
wonder, Gil, whether this crowd enthusiasm hasn't stirred
short right hand.
That's one area where he's gotten a lot better. He was early in his career. Of course, that was what Frazier was teaching. Right hand to the body. Good uppercut by Cooper. Good left to the body by Cooper inside. And the right hand.
There's that sneaky right hand. Holyfield in his corner play a little bit more defense.
Holyfield lands a left hook. And Cooper wobbles.
My opinion is winning the fight. He's fighting Cooper's fight. And there's that sneaky right hand of Bert Cooper's.
And Holyfield wobbles in the corner. The champion in trouble. Cooper bangs away. Holyfield almost goes down. Mills Lane's going to call it a knockdown. Another right hand lands flush.
There's that sneaky right hand, Jim.
Holyfield in serious trouble.
And he's overworking that right hand.
A long way to go. Holyfield almost went down again.
With that flurry.
Oh, what a right hand by Holyfield. And now it's Cooper who is standing stock still. Oh, what a sensational right cross Holyfield landed to start this rally. But Bert Cooper won't go down. Holyfield misses the right, Cooper lands.
There's that sneaky right hand again.
Bang, right on the Holyfield chin. Evander is wobbling as the round comes to a close.
Here we'll find Cooper coming in. Though he was tired, there's the punch that really hurt Holyfield. Paying the price of not fighting the fight he planned for.
That round, gentlemen.
And there's that right hand. As I say, Bert works that overtime.
Look at the will of Evander Holyfield, staring Cooper in the face and pounding away. That's very dangerous, particularly for a big fighter.
Cooper's punches seem to have slowed down now, Jim. Holyfield was going to fight this kind of a fight, and I still felt he'd win the fight, Bert Cooper.
And this has been another largely even round with both men having big flurries. Cooper grinning again. Oh, look at that. These are awesome punches, and Cooper has just about had enough. And he decided not to quit. And he'll take punishment.
The uppercut's been the punch, Jim. There it is again. The uppercut's the punch. There it is again. Evander.
Exploding right hand by Cooper to the body.
You know, what? There goes Evander again. Fighter in the battle. There's that.
Oh, what a right hand. Knockdown by the referee.
Well, that wasn't exactly ointment. It was an acidic substance.
Another uppercut.
I'm surprised that Evander Holyfield isn't using the jab a lot more, Jim. When a guy gets tired, it's easy to hit him with a jab. Guys always start out jabbing, and then later on they forget when he can use a good stiff jab.
Cooper with two overhand rights. Oh, what a bomb that uppercut was. But Cooper keeps coming back. There's another one. But he started to do it again. But now Holyfield rips another uppercut, and Cooper standing stock still.
This could be it now.
Only 15 seconds to go in the round. Not much time for Evander. Cooper staying right there. Target practice. But he's not going to get it. I don't think he's going to get it. Mills Lane has seen enough. Mills Lane stops the fight. And courage and a heck of a right hand. Holyfield demonstrated that the well-publicized heart is by no means overestimated. He came back from adversity, took over the fight again, and banged Cooper out of there.
Jim, it was just an absolutely great performance by both fighters. You have to remember that Cooper had Holyfield on the edge of right on the brink of a KO. It looked to me that any second Holyfield could go, even after he made that rally back. Cooper was still dangerous, and he still had Holyfield in trouble.
The undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Evander, real deal. Holyfield.
Introducing in the red corner, his record reads 27 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 20 wins by KO from Toronto, Canada, the #1 ranked by the WBC, Donovan Razor Ruddock.
And he's beaten 4 world champions.
And in the blue corner, wearing the red trunks from East London, England, his record wins 21 passes, 21 by KO, the British, Holland, and European heavyweight champion, linked by the WBC #2, Lennox Lewis.
Well, throughout those preliminaries, Razor Ruddock, and he's having words already there with Lennox Lewis, looked very, very hyped up indeed. And Glenn, I know you feel he's going to come out here very, very fast and explosively.
Yes, I think he's going to come out really smoking. You can tell he's really hyped himself up. He's talking to Lennox during the instructions. I think he's going to come dashing out of his corner straight direction.
Well, we're all set. This is it. The fight for the right. So much talking. The talking stops right here. Pepe Correa, Lewis's trainer, is told to get out of the ring. Get out the ring, says Joe Cortez to him. I won't tell you that again. It's due to go 12 rounds. It's underway. Razor Ruddock in the white trunks. Lewis, the taller man by 2 inches, in red, will look to box behind that jab and gets him with a good fast left to start with. A scoring punch straight away from Lennox Lewis, the British and Commonwealth champion. Key moment in this fight is what happens the first time Razor Ruddock lands one of his sledgehammers. How does Lewis react to it? Cortez, the referee, giving him a warning to cut out the wrestling style rough stuff. That jab is the key for Lewis. And all the time you'll see he's revolving in a clockwise direction away, theoretically, from Razor Ruddock's left hook.
Well, Ruddock didn't come out. He didn't come out falling straight away. Lennox has took the centre of the ring and is using his jab to good effect.
Lewis keeping his right glove up quite high to stop that left hook, but of course Ruddock has been working pretty well with the right hand, we hear in the gym as well. So there's danger there too. Ruddock hasn't really landed anything at all yet. Lewis quite effective with the jab. Lennox Lewis with a lot of amateur titles behind him and good technique and boxing skills. He probably does have the know-how to get through this maybe without avoiding the worst of the punishment, but we'll see. It really is the acid test for him, the degree course, this one.
Yes, I think this one is the final examination to see whether he's really got what it takes to win the heavyweight championship. He's got the centre of the ring and he's used his jab well early in this round. Ruddock as yet hasn't really thrown anything significantly at all.
Ruddock, you feel, just straining at the leash almost, mentally looking for the chance to explode one of his big, big shots. Lewis gets through with a left hook and then another jab. He's dominated this first round, Lewis, behind the jab so far.
Yes, he's used his jab well. He's also moving well. He's keeping that right hand up at the moment. He hasn't got to drop that.
He's never been in this deep before, Lewis. Oh, that's a good overhand right, and Ruddock is down in the opening round. And he's hurt by that. What a sensation. Is Ruddock going to get up? He does, but unsteadily. Lewis has him down. What a big round for Lennox Lewis. Well, how about that?
Unbelievable. I don't think anybody would have expected that. A big, long right hand from Lennox Lewis. And he's proved that he's got the power to hurt Razor Ruddock. A fantastic shot. And Ruddock was in desperate trouble and hurt badly. Here we go. He just leans it down, got the leverage. And Ruddock's legs just turned to jelly.
It was almost as if somebody just cut them from beneath him.
Unbelievable. His legs went all together. Fabulous right hand. Really put his leverage in his body behind it. There we go. Bang on the side of the head. And Ruddock was very lucky that the bell went when it did. It's given him a minute to recover somewhat. The crowd is going ecstatic here. A fabulous start for Lennox Lewis.
Absolutely thunderous noise in here. Can Lewis build on that fantastic opening round? Remember, though, that Razor Ruddock has got off the floor to win before. He did it against Bone Crusher Smith. Oh, and Lewis gets through again. He's got him. He's going to be down again here, Lewis. Lewis is down. Ruddock is down for the second time. He's up at about 3. They'll take a mandatory 8 count. Lewis could finish this early. This is explosive stuff here from Lennox Lewis. Ruddock is looking for angles to try and explode his bombs, but it's all Lewis, and he's got him again.
That is it, I think. It's all over.
It's over. Lennox Lewis has done it. Lennox Lewis will fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. Second round finish. Stunning stuff. Mayhem breaks out all around me. People trying to get in the ring. People being thrown out of the ring. Ruddock is still prostrate in there. He never got into the fight. Lewis blew him away. It was called the fight for the right, and the right to fight for the world heavyweight title belongs to Lennox Lewis. He could be the man to become Britain's first world heavyweight champion since Bob Fitzsimmons in 1897.
What
Stunning.
spectacular style he did it in. Some thunderous punches, and Ruddock's legs just were swept from underneath him. It was unbelievable. I don't think anybody really expected that. I think everybody who, like me, thought Lennox could win, thought he would do it on points, didn't think he had the power to hurt a man like Razor Ruddock, who has proved he had a good chin, got him off the floor of Tyson. So Lennox has proved he's the real deal.
Well, there were many predictions for this fight, but I never saw one that said Lennox Lewis would wipe out Razor Ruddock in such stunning, that's the word for it, and sensational fashion. We all had Lennox Lewis down as the boxer who would stay away maybe from the big bombs of Razor Ruddock. Well, the power man in this contest was Lennox Lewis. Well, maybe those 19 rounds with Mike Tyson had taken something away from the Razor, but let's not take anything away from Lewis. That was the best performance from any British-based heavyweight, I think, in living memory.
Oh, he certainly rose to the occasion. Some fabulous punches written in here. He just never gave Ruddock a chance. He hurt him early and he kept on him. And Ruddock's legs never really came. And also a man with such experience. Ruddock jumped up the second time he went down very quick. So it proves he just didn't know where he was.
Just give us your thoughts on that, because nobody expected a finish like that.
Well, I went into the ring, I was very calm. I could see that Razor was very agitated. You know, even though I was quiet, you can still feel the fact that I was calm in there. Watching hours of tape on Razor Ruddock, I realized that he kept his left hand low. And I just took advantage of that. He's never been in with a fast heavyweight that throws a natural right hand like myself.
Before the fight, you seemed absolutely cool. I said you had ice in your veins, and he looked so psyched up.
I did. I was mentally programmed, mentally motivated, and I knew what I wanted to prove out there. And I did it as a Brit, and I'm glad that so much people came out and supported me in England, and I thank them.
And You now go on, of course, to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. The fight for the right is yours. What's your feeling about Holyfield and Bowe and where you'd stand with either of those two?
Well, I believe that Holyfield's going to win the fight, you know, because of the fact that he's a workaholic. Before I said that I was knocking at Holyfield's door. Well, I kicked down the door tonight. I'm going after Holyfield.
Because before this fight, there were a few people still, I think, around Britain who were saying, oh, Lennox Lewis, he's not the genuine article. He's got it to prove. Who's he fought? You must feel as if you've answered every critic out there tonight.
Definitely. Before this, I said there's a lot of unanswered questions about Lennox Lewis. Tonight, I answered most of them.
Razor.
His overall was the first.
This round, due to go 12. But he's got heavyweight title fight.
Jab in his on. But he's very
conditioned and can really put the punches together. Holyfield was a feeling, I must say, going into this, that one thing Holyfield
up his arms working, and I think that's what he's going to have to
want to do a number on Larry Holmes tonight and finish this early. Holmes one right hand right on the bell. There it was of the work and forcing most of the pace. That right
from side to side, so he may be able to avoid it.
Literally toyed with Mercer, trying to maintain a fast pace.
I think this is where we might see Larry Holmes from time to time offer a...
Holmes trying to conserve his energy and counter-punch. Good punches from Holmes. Taking a lot of punches on the gloves and arms, using all his experience. Smart work from the ex-champ.
Yes, and he's going to need it. He's landing with some good uppercuts.
On the target with much, though. He's just hitting the elbows and gloves. And look at Holmes. He's... Well, this is obviously... It is a variation there. Take the shots, cover up and counter.
Yes, he's trying to use his... all them fights, all that experience from them fights.
Good. Remember, Holmes here with a weight advantage of 1 stone and 9 pounds. During the...
You know, this time around he's a little more because the pressure's off. About 11 years old at the time.
Good right, Holyfield. And another one.
Good right.
Starting to get through now in this round. This one is its way through it. The old fox trying to give away 13 years. Takes not a blind bit of... Good right on the counter from Larry Holmes. And a body shot too. And this time it's Holyfield who has to get the gloves up.
He's going to try and unsettle Professional. He just gets... I think he's going to be there in front of Larry Holmes.
Action again from the round. Good right. Round's gone, and those who...
A little bit, but he managed to wear Holmes down.
Atlanta Airport. And hope him.
So I think that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a counter punch. He's looking to come back with a big right hand. Well, he's not...
Right cross from Holyfield, from Holmes rather, off the rope and watching for gaps and then exploding his camera shot here. Like that left from Holyfield. That... Right. Attritional inside battle. Oh, and that right. Out and the...
Shouting for him to throw the jabs. With a very good effect.
Alicia Rumpus.
I think to say Marciano. I think he always wanted that and that.
Store and not getting caught is pretty difficult to tell. Those like
effect, even if they land on the arms.
Quarter stuff. With some never hiding to nothing. The big upset for months.
He's keeping constant pressure. Tire him out, wear him.
That's the stamina just dry up. He could run out of gas. The pressure, keeping up the pace. Actually winning the fight.
Been there. Oh, he's a righteous champion.
champion, and in physical fitness. Oh, those are good shots. That high-held guard. He's starting to find a way through now, Holyfield. On Larry Holmes. Welcome back with the new and a new part to the, and we'll start snaking right of
right in the corner of that right eye. Looped over, complaining bitterly. In a slow motion, we've seen the end of it. Nonetheless, Holyfield is.
He wants to keep that professional boxing. Chance of Larry from the Star is the sentimental favourite.
Holyfield, 3 jabs there.
Again as well. Say in the second round.
He's working. He's trying to get Holmes to this.
Holmes has snapped out his jab a few times, but the heavier shots come. First fought for the world heavyweight title 14 years ago. Mind you, we were asking all the same questions when he fought Foreman, and Foreman froze.
Right hand. And Holyfield like that, he should be sticking it out all the time.
Relentless pressure.
Holyfield. Up to now, he looks sharp at times. But the minute Holyfield is just
Holmes actions to keep Holmes can counter.
Shots. See that George Benton is telling. I find it interesting. I'd have said maybe it's a
this fight. Pretty fight. Scorecard, but we don't know. We've seen some eccentric things in the past.
He's putting up a good.
And he's got enough guy. So
he's up.
Down Holmes coming, but with the old Larry Ali, Mike Wee.
He is keeping them very.
He's the world heavyweight champion all over it. Businesses have had. Holmes is doing well. And all the time, Holyfield gets in with, say, Ruddock Bowe, who's haircuts of the South African soon.
Holyfield because he couldn't put an all
right hand from Holmes.
A casual Holyfield.
I don't know whether the heat of this left towards the about
Holyfield. Good right hand. He's content to let the bigger ones go.
In here now, and there we have an impasse. This is a 0-0 draw here. Holmes saying, "Come on in," and the reason he doesn't want is Holmes is just waiting there to counter-punch him as he comes in. Holyfield wants to fight.
Well, Holmes is wise. He's trying to draw him into a fight. And Holyfield's trying to do what he thinks is the right thing.
Good right hands. Holyfield's eye. Holyfield came back. Certainly not this late. Ooh, he's leaving himself open. And Holmes can see the gaps and he's exploding punches into them. That 11.
Yes, I would have agreed. You could have took that one.
His point comes with the, although I'm sure he came into this fight believing.
Holyfield just caught Holmes in a good double hook to the head.
Showboating from Holmes, pulling faces.
Everything right, he's got the win if he just keeps working. I think Larry Holmes, out of the oldies,
isn't it,
certainly.
That Holmes probably realizes that too, although he's finishing fast here. And he's landing with some good punches again in this round. Back comes Holyfield at him, refusing to be dominated. That's his fighting pride. And now Holmes well, having to cover up. Decent last round.
A world heavyweight attack.
Last 10 seconds. Blood still streaming from the eyes. It's all over. It'll go to the judges.
And still, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Evander, real deal Holyfield.
That matter does both.
Good left hook to the body by Evander Holyfield.
And the left hook to the jaw. And Holyfield is quicker to the punch.
Throw combinations early because he doesn't like the idea of exchanging jab after jab.
So far, this is a very good round for Evander, who has been able to mount his attack and get away. Again, Holyfield scores with the left-right combination. Bo answers with one punch in return. And Holyfield again getting the best of a center ring exchange. Now Bo lands the right hand for the first time in the fight.
That's not all I've got. Stay away from the exchanges.
There was the right hand lead again, George. He's landing that right hand lead. Is Holyfield the champion?
Not only that, that left hook to the body.
In combinations by the champion Evander Holyfield. And already Bo begins to hold and hit, and they brawl in the center of the ring. Evander Holyfield showing his warrior's heart.
Jab, which is what he wants.
Bo trying to measure Holyfield from afar. Left hook by Holyfield. Missed the second one. Lands the right.
I think those left hooks to the body by Evander Holyfield may be the most telling blows in the whole fight.
Left hooks by Bo, 2 of them. Holyfield coming back, taking and giving shots.
Left jab. What does he need to be throwing? Right hand.
Long right hand by Holyfield. Almost caught Bo flush. As it was, it did a little damage, as it might have appeared to be the case. Holyfield landing inside. Bo comes right back.
Once that happens, it's going to be a big deal.
Left hook landed by Bo after a right. Holyfield seemingly in trouble for the moment.
No doubt about it.
It appears to me that there's blood around Holyfield's right eye. Let's look more carefully. There's the left hook by Holyfield. And another, and another, and another. Holyfield wobbles Bo under the ropes.
Evander, every chance he gets, he tries to rush in for a good right-hand shot. Bo keep that left jab working.
Still landing that right-hand lead. Ruddock Bo lands the right hand.
Another, he's not keeping his position at all.
Left hook inside by Holyfield. Bo's punches are having more effect. Bo goes to the body and Holyfield covers up.
Never. You want the puncher following you. He'll throw 20 more.
There's a right hand. Bo must have found it partially blocked by a Holyfield glove. Only 36 for Holyfield. There's a left and a right by Holyfield and a left. Bo giving the right hand in return. Left hand by Holyfield. These are solid shots. Keep in mind that Evander Holyfield is a veteran of the 12-round route, and Ruddock Bo has never been beyond 10. Holyfield, he said that the eye didn't bother him in training at all. But Ruddock Bo believes otherwise and made no secret of his intention to go after Evander's right eye.
Now, Evander Holyfield is starting to take control with his jab a little more. I would say, hey, keep that left hook out of the business.
They traded right hands there. It was Holyfield who backed up.
The other move around and side to side.
And Bo trying to capitalize with the uppercut, and Holyfield comes back with the right hand lead.
Stamina is truly endurance. Endurance is like who wants it more. Got to have a reason to fight like that. 9 children or so.
Both fighters showing their personalities.
Midway through this fight, he's still in it, so has a very good chance of winning it.
Bo lands the right hand over the top. Evander just freezes and looks at him and then comes
he was hurt again. Bo didn't realize that he was hurt.
As Bo lands the left hook and goes to the body to try to set up the finish. Holyfield peering through the swelling right eye.
He should open up with his long left hooks right now because the right side of Evander's face is wrong in life. I know what it's all about. Good left hook.
Holyfield with another left hook. The champion showing his courage, pawing at his left eye to feel the blood and then raging out with a left hook. Bo coming back.
Because it takes too much out of your body. As the water is going as it is, then you start losing blood. One drop seems unimportant to the average person, but a lot to a boxer. Realize every punch that Evander throws at this point, they are desperate shots. Stay out of the way of them, you could get yourself hurt.
And you saw Bo pawing his right eye.
Yeah.
Pawing the right eye again. Let's see if Holyfield tries to take advantage of that opportunity. He does, and takes a right hand in return.
Attached gloves. A guy is not supposed to get thumbed in theory with those gloves.
Yeah, but you can't avoid it. I've been thumbed and have accidentally been able to see for a minute.
And also likely to make Holyfield worry and feel negative about the eye. Trading right hands. Again, it was Bo's. Right uppercut by Holyfield. Momentarily stuns Bo. Low blow by Bo. Right hand by Holyfield. And again, he shook the sweat off of Bo, but didn't move the man. Before in a professional prize fight.
Ruddock can't understand someone being so dirty.
So you see Holyfield going down in this round, and Bo stuns him with an uppercut. And just like that, the champion struggles to stay on his feet. What a heart by Holyfield. Gets away from a right hand, blocks another one. Bo throwing and throwing, now goes to the body. Holyfield somehow standing up, but staying too close to Bo. Joe Cortez watching. Champion gets the benefit of the doubt.
That was a right uppercut. Rest with your jab. Bo should be taking that kind of advice.
Look at Holyfield. What a warrior. Reversing the tide of the battle. The champion now has Bo wobbling. And he lands the right hand. This round should be greeted with a standing ovation at the end. You've seen the best of both men. A right hand by Holyfield. And another. Round 10 continues after the bell. Neither fighter totally exhausted yet. Oh, Holyfield in serious trouble now.
The Bo has got to be cool trying to finish him, though.
There's the uppercut again. The mouthpiece is out of Holyfield's mouth, and he's going to go down. First time he has actually gone to the canvas. It could be all over.
When it turns against you, keep fighting.
Still throwing the left hook inside and the right hand lead.
But
okay, here's the early action in that round.
Groomed himself through his cruiserweight career to ultimately extraordinary courage, spectacular heart and will. What he hasn't had is the muscle and the size.
I can tell you one thing, that terminology of the St. Bernard and the Junkyard Dogs, they belong to me. Larry stole them from me. I gave it to them.
Not the first great idea that we've stolen from you, George, and it won't be the last. Of heart and will and courage and skill.
And new heavyweight champion of the world, Ruddock, Big Daddy Bo!
Every time he throw a jab, you count him, you tie him up. You walk him like we talked about this morning. There you go.
All right, let's go back to early in the round here. Holmes misses that right hand, but look, he loops a couple over and one under. Ties up Mercer a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the end of the round. Now, that was the beginning, like I said. And here's the end of the round where Holmes really lands the majority of the punches. Look, 1-2, he missed with that. Landed that one high off the temple of Mercer. Got through the gloves there. Those punches with the weight of Larry Holmes and the accuracy of his punching, they hurt even when they're deflected.
Holmes with the punches and the connections in round 2. Of course, the question you're asking yourself is, can Holmes keep this up for 12 rounds? As we start the third.
Well, that question would be answered for Ray Mercer. If Ray Mercer was going to the body a little bit more, you'd probably say, well, if he keeps getting hit like this, he won't be able to go 12, but he's not getting hit to the body.
Holmes said he'd put his hands down like this, and he did for several seconds. Mercer said, I hope he does. Well, he did it. Now Holmes lands another jab. Holmes with his hands down. Another of those so-called traps as they exchange right hands.
Right. He was leaning back like we saw James Toney and Mike McCallum doing all night, waiting for someone to throw their right hand so you can come back with your own.
Mercer sticking his hand up with the left and trying to punch low with the right.
Well, here we go again. Holmes in that corner where he says he wants to be, because he feels he can knock out Ray Mercer in this corner. But right now, Mercer is getting a little bit of the better of it. Holmes is tying him up well, though.
Holmes wants to come with the right uppercut.
See, he's expending. Come on. That's right. And Mercer's expending a lot of energy, missing those punches.
Larry content to have his back to the corner.
Holmes is really nullifying find most of those right hands, with the exception of those two little ones. And look at Holmes. He's really feeling his oats tonight.
And Larry Holmes coming on strong in the third. Mercer continues to stand there and take it as Holmes works the body now.
Well, we know Mercer can take it,
now the reverse.
and take it.
Mercer the one saying, come on. Turned into vaudeville.
Well, Steve Smoger, the referee, is just sitting back kind of watching this and enjoying it himself because these two are doing all the work right now.
And they're certainly putting on a show inside of a minute to go in the third round. Mercer, the big swing and miss, and he laughs about it. And Holmes lands the body and then the right cross.
Now Larry Holmes looking out at some adoring fans here, yelling to him ringside, and he looks over to him and then lands a few more punches.
Mercer's in with the left hand. This is real schoolboy stuff. And Holmes with a combination. Mercer lands the right. Mercer the left to the body. And a right hand from Mercer.
Holmes getting away from mostly all of that.
He's holding on the ropes with the right hand, and Steve Smoger's letting him do it.
Well, Mercer's got Holmes in a headlock here. Steve Smoger cannot really pry these two apart because Holmes has got his hands wrapped around the top rope, not letting Mercer get off.
Anybody have a can opener? Maybe Larry just rests up against that ring post throughout the round, and he heads back to his corner.
Well, you know, to tell you the truth, they're both having a great time in there.
And our guest judge for our main event tonight is Jackie Callan, who is the manager of the IBF middleweight champion James Toney, who's fighting tomorrow against Dave Tiberi. So, Jackie, how do you have it?
A heavyweight fight, anything can happen, but so far I think I would give the slight edge to Larry Holmes. He's been a little busier, he's been more accurate. I think that Mercer's punches have been hurting him more, but I think Larry's pushed off a lot of that, and he's been very busy.
Well, for what it's worth, I scored it the same as you through the first three. Larry Holmes there, the 87% connect percentage in the third round.
Less punches thrown, but a lot more connected.
Correct.
And Larry certainly looks worn out at the end of the round when he heads back to his corner. Larry's still sitting while Ray is stalking his corner.
That's right. You do all that work for 3 minutes. That's why you take advantage of that 1 minute rest, get it all back together, and go back to work. And here he goes.
Larry probably set a record for time spent in one corner for an entire round. That was during the round. I'm not talking about between them. Well, they say, what does the state of boxing come to when the people like George Foreman and Larry Holmes are the big draws? But you can see what it's come to. It's come to entertainment. And that's what we're seeing through this fight thus far.
Well,
it's entertaining.
Not just entertainment. You're seeing a real good fighter in there. Larry Holmes is 42 years old. He may have lost some of his speed, but I'll tell you what, he hasn't lost any of the experience, and he's a smart fighter, and he's still effective, even at 42.